We open on a close-up of a young man lounging back, cigarette in hand, staring at his phone with a look of irritation. Frustrated, he mutters aloud, "Webtoons these days are so fucking boring." His expression and the glowing tip of the cigarette tell us he's both unimpressed and used to saying whatever he thinks. The view pulls back. He's sitting with two schoolboys after class. One laughs. Yeah, it's always the same. Some loser gets powers and turns badass. The other adds, and they always throw in school bullying like that still happens. The guy with the phone scoffs. That's what happens when old guys try to write about kids. The kid with the bowl cut laughs, mocking outdated portrayals of street thugs. Those thugs only existed during their generation, but they think some are still around these days. He grins. That's what I'm saying, LMAO. Next panel. He suddenly turns a bit serious, glancing sideways. Oh yeah, you're keeping a proper watch, right? The seated guy lazily exhales smoke, eyes still on his phone. Relax. I got eyes on both ends of the street. The standing kid casually checks his phone too, a hint of tension creeping in. Better not get caught slacking. Boss said someone's been snooping around lately. The atmosphere subtly shifts, less joking, more alert. A quiet tension breaks. Kim Soo-hyun, the guy they were mocking indirectly, suddenly appears behind the wall. His glare sharp. You fuckers. Then, with a sarcastic grin, he mocks their earlier words. Of course. Does this not count as school bullying? The group freezes. The guy with the cigarette lowers his phone, confused. Wait, what? The standing boy frowns. Who the hell even is this guy? Soo-hyun walks out from behind the wall, fixing his glasses with a smirk. The kind of loser who's about to ruin your peaceful afternoon. One of the boys clenches his fist. TCH, you got a death wish or something? Soo-hyun tried to call them out. Stop school bullying. Only to be choked out while screaming stop. Now, he lies on the ground, bruised and speechless, as the trio walks away casually. It's not stopping. Yeah, let's go now. Are the coins worth any more yet? Soo-hyun groans, barely lifting his head as blood trickles from his lip. His broken glasses lay beside him. He weakly mutters, I just wanted to prove a point. Cut to his phone, still recording everything. From a nearby alley, a shadowy figure watches. Their voice is low. TCH, idiots like them never learn. The figure steps into the fading light. Hoodie, bandaged fists, cracked knuckles. Guess it's my turn to teach them what real bullying looks like. Soo-hyun lies on the ground, tear in his eye, thoughts spiraling. There's no one that will show up to stop this. Even if we shout out that old buzzword. Just what did things go wrong? Why do I need to keep living like this? A faint glow flickers in Soo-hyun's eye. Or do I? His vision blurs, but he sees a strange notification appear, hovering midair like a digital illusion. System activation complete. Congratulations, Kim Soo-hyun. You have qualified for the reversal protocol. Soo-hyun's breathing slows. Confused, he blinks. A hallucination? But then a voice cold, digital, echoes in his head. Would you like to turn the world upside down? Yes/no. His fingers twitch as the screen pulses. Tears stop. His expression shifts. Yes. A mockery of webtoon tropes plays in Soo-hyun's mind. Characters getting stronger through systems and quests. As he stares up from the cold pavement, he thinks, I wish it was like that for me too. Suddenly, a faint chime echoes in the silence. Ding! A transparent blue screen appears in front of his eyes, initiating system sync. User, Kim Soo-hyun recognized. New system installed. Loser's reversal protocol. Quest 1, stand up. Soo-hyun blinks, his body trembling. What the hell is this? Another chime. Reward. +1 strength, +1 willpower. His fingers twitch. Then his hand curls into a fist. Cut to a close-up of his eye, no longer full of tears, but burning with something new. If this is a joke, then let's make it the last one they ever laugh at. Soo-hyun, lying on the ground, stares blankly. A strange thought slips from his lips. Quest window. Suddenly, he starts screaming with everything he has. Quest window! Quest window! Quest window! He gasps for air, chest heaving from shouting so much. Silence follows. Nothing happens. No ding. No glow. No floating screens. His eyes tremble. Was I hallucinating after all? Then, ding! A loud digital chime pierces the air. A massive, glowing interface flashes to life above him, illuminating the alley in neon blue. Main quest unlocked. The bottom rises. Objective: defy your fate. Prove your worth. Beat the odds. Reward: system integration. Phase 1 unlocked. Soo-hyun stares at it, jaw slowly dropping. It's real. His fingers twitch. His fists clench. The spark in his eyes finally returns. You're all screwed now. A wide shot of the empty schoolyard at sunset. Soo-hyun's voice echoes off the walls, desperate and absurd. Quest window. Quest window. The words fly out in all directions. Multiple speech bubbles overlapping like a chant, as if he's trying to force the system into existence through sheer willpower. We cut to Soo-hyun again, now sitting alone in a tight corner, his body curled inward, hands clutching his head. The shouting has stopped. His voice is small. Would something like that even work? The lighting is softer now, shadows stretching, showing his isolation. Text at the bottom. There's no way. It's not a statement of logic. It's a surrender. He doesn't believe in this world anymore. Not in systems, not in second chances, not even in himself. Soo-hyun sat hunched over, his head low, trapped in the weight of his own thoughts. Doubt consumed him, his voice barely a whisper. I'm not a web novel. From his angle, the world seemed distant, unreachable. So there's no way that something like that would appear. But just as he gave in to the silence, something changed. A glow, faint, blue, reflected in his eyes. He blinked, stunned, his gaze locking on the impossible light forming before him. In that instant, disbelief turned to awe. Something was actually happening. A glowing system window appears against a white backdrop. Blue light frames the edges, and inside, a message pulses steadily. System. Quest window is being activated. A signal. A shift. The beginning of something unreal. Soo-hyun sits up, his eyes wide with disbelief. The blue glow of the system reflects off his glasses and skin. He breathes out, stunned. Part of the screen floats beside him, words and icons flickering in a language of games and fate. Third panel, bottom text. A simple, heavy caption follows beneath him. From that moment on, a clear marker. The line between normal and extraordinary has just been crossed. Soo-hyun's shout cuts through the silence. What is this? In front of him, the blue system window hovers crystal clear. System, would you like to start the quest? Yes, no. Two choices. One decision. And beneath it, a simple truth. My life started changing. A new day dawns. The school building stands tall beneath a bright, cloudless sky. Sunlight gleams off its windows, calm, peaceful, unaware. Everything looks normal. But something has changed. Someone has changed. And whatever comes next begins today. A classroom filled with morning light. Two students in casual hoodies stand talking with ease, hands gesturing mid-conversation. They're laughing, at ease, comfortable. Humans are separated into two kinds. The scene is cut diagonally, shifting to another part of the room. At the far back, a single figure sits slumped over his desk. His presence is quiet, unnoticed, almost invisible. Insiders and outsiders. A close-up of the two boys still talking. One smiles wide, his voice carefree. Insiders if you're active in your circles. They joke, bond, and exist in their own world, one full of ease and belonging. But Soo-hyun isn't part of it, and soon, the difference between them will matter more than ever. At the very back of the classroom, a student sits hunched over in silence, head down, isolated, almost blending into the chairs around him. And outsiders if you're passive. No one talks to him. No one even looks his way. He isn't being ignored. He simply doesn't exist to them. A close-up of a hand idly tearing paper at a desk. The motion is slow, absent-minded, a quiet act of frustration or boredom. I think that the thugs and losers of the past, the old labels, punks, delinquents, they don't apply anymore, has been altered to the insiders and outsiders. The classroom may be cleaner, quieter, But the lines dividing people, they're sharper than ever. A blank space surrounds the words, isolating the thought. This is something that's fortunate for me. It's quiet, reflective. Below, Soo-hyun sits alone at his desk, staring forward with a blank expression. Neat uniform, straight posture, yet no one sits beside him, because I can be called an outsider instead of a loser. A subtle shift in words, but to him, it makes all the difference. A close-up of his face, focused, determined. His lips are shut, but his eyes are firm, holding something in. The thought finishes below. And to an outsider like me, something's coming. Something only someone like him would notice or understand. A top-down view of Soo-hyun at his desk. Both hands rest flat, fingers tense. In front of him, a glowing blue system window hovers again. Quest window. It's real. Still there. Still asking. Would you like to start the quest? Yes, no. Below the scene, a quiet caption lands like a spark. A small change has occurred. A sharp vertical panel drenched in black gradients. Time feels like it's slowing. Soo-hyun's eye reflects the system again, shimmering faintly. I didn't know whether it was a dream or real life. The screen remains exactly the same. Would you like to start the quest? The light from the screen flares softly, waiting. And in that moment, his hesitation begins to fade. Soo-hyun sits through class, but his mind isn't on the lesson. The glowing quest window still hovers beside him. So I repeatedly opened and closed the window throughout the whole lesson. A diagonal crop shows part of his uniformed chest and chin. He's still tense, still unsure. I did it maybe 300 times. He keeps testing it, calling it, canceling it, again and again, trying to figure out if it's really there or just in his head. A vertical shot drenched in glowing blue lights. The system window remains on screen, unwavering. Would you like to start the quest? Yes, no. I came to believe it against all logic. The disbelief begins to fade. The repetition breaks down his doubt. That this was real. No more pretending. Something impossible has entered his ordinary life in it. A close-up side profile of Soo-hyun's face. There's a bead of sweat forming near his temple, a subtle sign of nervousness or anticipation. He's deep in thought as he stares at the floating system window in front of him. Start the quest. Just what does this mean? Even now, he doesn't fully understand what he's dealing with, only that it's unlike anything he's known. A close-up of his hand reaching out toward the glowing yes button on the system screen. Do I just have to press it? His finger hovers just above the option. The screen glows faintly beneath his touch, as if responding before he even makes contact. One press, one answer, and nothing might ever be the same. Just as Soo-hyun reaches out to press yes on the glowing quest window, a shadow moves in front of him. He looks up and accidentally touches something solid. But it's not the system. It's a girl. A female classmate stands in front of him, startled, eyes wide. His finger is pressed against her stomach. Neither of them expected this. The silence between them says more than words. Soo-hyun's head tilts up slowly. His eyes are wide, mouth slightly open, panic settling in. Whoa! He freezes, arms still raised. Everything slows. This wasn't a system error. It was real. And very, very awkward. She steps back slightly, her hand brushing against her side where he touched her. Her brows furrow, not in anger, but confusion, disbelief. This is sexual assault. Her voice is quiet, but sharp. The weight of the accusation lands instantly. The caption below reveals her name in shock. Baek Charon. He recognizes her. This isn't just a random classmate. This is someone important. Soo-hyun panics. A stiff, forced smile spreads across his face as he touches his cheek with one finger, a nervous tick. His words come out broken, awkward. As so, what happened just now was... He's scrambling to explain, but it's already too late. The moment has collapsed into disaster. And the quest? Completely forgotten in his rising dread. Soo-hyun, flustered and panicked, tries to salvage the situation. Quest window. But before he can finish, Baek Charon strikes. Her hand slaps his cheek with precision and disgust. Crazy bitch. The blow lands hard. Hing. Soo-hyun flinches, nearly falling out of his chair, more from shock than pain. The whole class watches. Still recovering, Soo-hyun hears his name called sternly. Kim Soo-hyun. He turns his head toward the voice, eyes wide, heart racing. Go to the stall. The command comes calm, cold, and final. Soo-hyun, confused and alarmed, stutters. Stall. The weight of humiliation sinks deeper. First the slap, now this. His world is quickly spiraling into chaos. Baek Chiron stands beside Soo-hyun's desk, her tone commanding and entitled. I want to eat a sandwich. Soo-hyun, still flustered, tries to deflect. If you could go there yourself. But she ignores him, already turning toward her seat. His thoughts spiral as she walks away. Oh, fuck. Then her voice cuts back in. Hey, Kim Soo-hyun. He stiffens instantly. Why, yeah. Chiron crosses her legs confidently at her desk, posture relaxed, voice sharp and performative. You know that I have fucking beautiful legs, right? The camera angle lingers on her legs as she continues, smug and calculated. And you know that I have 20,000 followers on Instagram because of that, right? Her tone dips into sarcasm, laced with threat. But if I fall on my way to the stall, it's clear now, this isn't a request. It's an order disguised as vanity. And Soo-hyun, he's being dragged into it whether he likes it or not. Baek Chiron tilts her head slightly, resting her cheek against her palm. Her expression is soft, but her words carry weight. Will you take responsibility? It's a challenge, wrapped in fake innocence. Soo-hyun doesn't respond. He can't. His silence is answer enough. Below the frame, a quiet surrender. Let's just stop talking. He knows there's no winning here, only obeying. Soo-hyun walks off reluctantly, his shoulders slumped as he forces himself into motion. I'll be back shortly. Behind him, Chiron sits comfortably, already scrolling through her phone, unbothered. From off-panel, another classmate watches the scene unfold. Ah, as expected of Soo-hyun. So fucking nice. Soo-hyun hesitates one last time. Boot, but the money. But no one's listening anymore. His resistance is invisible. His presence disposable. And once again, he fades into the role everyone expects him to play. Soo-hyun, trying to assert himself just a little, brings up the money. But her reaction is instant, sharp, dismissive. Money? You must be crazy. He's stunned into silence. Then, from across the room, another voice piles on. Hey, you son of a bitch. Soo-hyun stiffens, panic flashing across his face. Why, yeah. Even when he speaks, it's with hesitation, as if asking for permission to exist. Baek Chiron sits casually, her posture full of confidence and control. She doesn't look at him. She looks down on him. Just call it even. No money. No apology. No discussion. To her, the matter is closed. To him, it never really started on fair terms. Quiet shot of a single step. Black and white slippers shuffle across the school hallway floor. No energy. No rush. Just steady, silent movement, one foot in front of the other. Soo-hyun walks alone down the hallway, head slightly lowered, hands loose at his sides. Behind him, other students are blurred, distant part of the background. In front of him, nothing. This is me. No glory. No revenge. Just a boy walking through a world that keeps pushing him down. But today, something's different. Close-up of Soo-hyun's eyes, wide behind his glasses. They don't show anger or resolve. Only hesitation. Only fear. Someone who can't raise his voice in an unreasonable situation. Because of fear. He knows it. He admits it. This is how he's lived, swallowing his voice to survive. Flashback. He's mid-air, screaming the words with all his might. Stop school bullying. But the next moment, a fist slams into his face. A tattooed arm blurs with the force of a hit. Soo-hyun's head whips back violently. A pathetic bastard. Even when he spoke up, no one listened. Even when he tried, he's still lost. And the memory burns. Soo-hyun lies on the ground, trembling and bruised. His voice is weak, barely holding together the words. STO, stop school bullying. Above him, one of the bullies crouches, pretending to show concern. Oof, Hyunsoo, are you all right? The mocking is blatant, yet playful on the surface. Then comes the taunt, cutting through Soo-hyun's moment like a punch of its own. Idiot. You should have said that before getting hit. Laughter likely follows. To them, this was never serious. The scene shifts to a cold, quiet void. Soo-hyun's inner voice cuts in, steady, restrained. Just wait and see. Back in reality, a hand rests on his head, ruffling his hair like a pet, not a person. You know this is just a joke, right? Why, yeah. Soo-hyun is so fucking nice for real. Words meant to smooth it over. But beneath them lies dismissal. And at the bottom, his silent vow. If you guys become successful in the future, it's not forgiveness. It's a warning. One that they won't understand until it's too late. Soo-hyun leans forward, fists clenched tight on the table. His face burns with fury, fear, and something new, resolve. His voice isn't shaking anymore. I'll definitely expose all of you. It's not a bluff. It's a promise. This is the first time he's truly declared war. The angle shifts. A towering figure looms over Soo-hyun, looking down with cold, blank eyes. No anger, no fear, just quiet dominance. The light above casts a shadow over his face, making his presence even heavier. He doesn't need to speak. The silence says it all. Try it. And Soo-hyun, he's already past the point of backing down. A tight shot of Soo-hyun's eyes. They're wide open, focused, brimming with a quiet storm. No more hesitation, no more trembling. He's staring straight ahead, unblinking. This is the gaze of someone who's made up his mind. The response comes without words. A close-up of the bully's face, blank, heavy, and unreadable. His expression doesn't shift, but his silence says everything. It's the kind of look that dares someone like Soo-hyun to keep going. A look that's crushed countless kids before him. But this time, it meets resistance. The close-up of the boy's lips as he struggles to get the word out reveals a moment of heavy internal conflict. His voice trembles, almost caught in his throat. Fear and shame mingle on the tip of his tongue. It's not just a word he's trying to say. It's the weight of humiliation crashing into his pride. We now see the hallway bathed in cold, moody light. The boy walks away with slumped shoulders, defeated. The bullies stand in the foreground, proud and smug, while he recedes into the background like a shadow, fading from its own story. And then the word drops. Sorry. A quiet, shattered surrender. Not for something he did wrong, but to survive. To escape further pain. It's not an apology, it's a resignation. A soul-stinging moment of defeat where justice bends to fear, and the hallway forgets the sound of resistance. The day has come to a close, the sky glowing orange and purple like a painted canvas. Tall apartment blocks rise against the sunset, silent witnesses to the lives being lived inside. It's the calm after the storm, a breath before the next struggle. Suddenly, the serenity breaks. Soo-hyun, our timid yet kind-hearted protagonist, yells with a burst of frustration, AHGs. His face is flushed, brows drawn down, teeth clenched, and glasses slightly askew. But his next words carry guilt, not rage. Sorry, Mom. This is the moment when all the pressure from school, bullying, and humiliation finds an outlet. He's angry, not at her, but at his helplessness. This is the first time he raises his voice, and it's not even at those who deserve it. It's the boy's way of venting pain he can't express anywhere else, a raw cry into the safety of home. In this emotionally layered scene, we're offered a glimpse into the strained relationship between a struggling student and his mother. The mother stands with her eyes closed, seemingly blocking out the noise of her son's frustration. The boy has clearly just burst out. I told you to let me drop out of school. But her inner monologue, heavy with guilt and regret, speaks louder than his shout. Sorry for only being strong against you. It's a subtle but powerful admission that her sternness might be her way of showing love, though misguided. The clash continues. The son, full of energy and defiance, yells from the background, claiming school is useless to him. He wants to drop out and start a YouTube channel, an ambition born from frustration or perhaps desperation to escape his current environment. Meanwhile, his mother quietly chops vegetables at the kitchen counter. Her face is stern, unmoved. Her reply, "What a load of crap. shows she's dismissing his dreams, not out of cruelty, but possibly from fear that he'll fail or struggle even more. This domestic standoff captures the realness of generational misunderstanding. A mother who loves silently and a son who's screaming to be understood. The frustration boils over. In the middle of a modest apartment, a heated conversation unfolds between a teenage boy and his mother. The boy, overwhelmed and disillusioned by his school life, raises his voice in exasperation. "I told you to let me drop out of school." His mother stands silently, eyes closed, her expression solemn. There's a deep, quiet hurt in her face. Her only response is internal, unspoken. "Sorry for only being strong against you." The tension in the room is thick, but there's love buried in the frustration boy's desperation. Still reeling from his outburst, the boy stomps forward, now pointing fingers. His voice is more desperate than angry. "There's nothing that I learn at school. I'd rather drop out and start a YouTube channel." His mother, not breaking focus from the vegetables she's slicing, retorts with the firm weariness of a single parent who's held things together for too long. "What a load of crap. What do you mean, drop out?" Behind her tough tone is a worry she can't voice. Back facing her son, the mother keeps chopping vegetables in the kitchen while the argument continues. The boy questions the entire academic pipeline. "What, other than going to a company, would I do after graduating from university?" She doesn't turn to him. Her tone is calm, dangerously so. "I'm holding a knife, son." A clear sign she's had enough. And maybe she's also afraid of the future, of him giving up too early, or of losing control of the situation entirely. He gets the message. "Be quiet since I might lose my sanity." Later, the boy tries to share his dreams with someone else. Sitting casually on a couch is Kim Dayan, his snarky sister, or maybe just a close friend. She listens and mocks him instantly. "LOL, that pussy." "YouTube," he says. Does he think he's viral hit or something? Her tone is casual, but cutting. "Shut up, Kim Dayan," he snaps, clearly fed up. "Shut EP, Jim Dahan," she mocks back in a childish tone. His dreams are ridiculed at every turn. No one seems to believe in him. Not his school, not his classmates, and not even the people at home. But under all that sarcasm and tension is a story of a boy who wants to be heard, wants to be seen, and maybe, just maybe, he wants to change his fate. "You don't know anything, Imam." The hallway echoes with frustration as the teenage boy slams the door shut with a loud bang. The motion is a sharp rebellion, an emotional outburst aimed at a mother he feels just doesn't understand him. Behind the door, fury mixes with helplessness. "How dare you shut your door like that?" The mother's stern voice immediately barks through the barrier. She's not angry out of malice. She's scared, worn out, and trying her best. From behind the closed door, his voice stutters in defense. "It was the wind." A poor excuse, but the kind all teenagers have clutched at in moments like this. It's not about logic. It's about protecting the last sliver of pride. We transition into the boy's sanctuary, his bedroom. He lies spread eagle on the bed, hands covering his face. His shirt reads sippy, but he feels anything but in control. A soft, broken sound of exhaustion. His legs dangle off the side of the bed as he stares into nothingness, drowning in emotions he can't name. Why do I live like this? It's not a question to be answered. It's a cry for help. A lament from a kid stuck between the expectations of adulthood and the confusion of youth. The anger, the dreams, the embarrassment, the yearning, it all comes crashing down in this one silent moment. This is the emotional heart of his day. A quiet collapse after the storm. A brief vulnerability no one else sees. We see the boy's eye peeking through the cracks of his own fingers, as if he's hiding from a truth too hard to face. His expression is heavy with defeat and shame. The dialogue below is quiet but shattering. "I can't even go against the guys at school." This is not just a statement. It's a confession, a cry in silence. He's peeling away layers of denial and exposing the core of his own helplessness. The visuals go quiet. A white light fills the panel, framed by the blurred outline of his fingers as he slowly opens his eyes. There are no words now, only a growing void of emptiness and realization. In the final frame, the perspective shifts. We see the dim wall of his room, lit by a square-shaped light source. It's sterile, distant. It's as if the world has moved on, but he's still suspended in this fragile, breathless moment. As our protagonist stares at the wall of his dim room, a sudden flicker of blue light disrupts the silence. Floating before him, like something ripped from a video game, is a translucent, glowing screen. The words shimmer clearly. Would you like to start the quest? It's a system window, a prompt, a beginning. This is no dream. This is real. With no one around, the protagonist whispers to himself, I'm alone, so I should be able to do this comfortably. His finger moves toward the button. Tap. He presses yes. There's a mix of nervous anticipation and silent hope. He asks aloud, did it get pressed? As if expecting the screen to vanish or laugh at him. But it doesn't. This isn't fantasy anymore. Suddenly, a system interface straight out of an RPG game materializes in front of our confused protagonist. The words starting the quest system flash in neon blue, promising a mysterious reward, a card. A simple card? Or something much more? We don't know yet, but it's clear something game-changing is about to begin. He tries to make sense of what's happening. What quest? What's this about a card? Is this real life or some kind of glitch in reality? One thing's for sure, his ordinary life is about to be flipped upside down. Suddenly, the system begins initializing a tutorial quest, just like in a game. But instead of slaying monsters or solving puzzles, the objective catches him completely off guard. And there it is. His very first mission is to apologize to his mom. For real? But wait, look at that reward. A gold card. What kind of system gives you rare loot for doing chores? Our protagonist bolts upright, shocked by the first ever quest the system throws at him. Apologizing to his mom? The reward? A shiny gold card. His brain immediately skips emotional growth and goes straight to capitalism. Can I sell it since it's gold? The system calmly explains that cards come in ranks, bronze, silver, and gold. But our guy isn't listening at all. He's laser-focused on one thing only. Can I sell it or not? Priorities, right? Our MC hesitates for a moment, staring at his mom's back in the kitchen. The tension is thick. He's never done something like this before. But then with a deep breath and a frustrated cry, he shouts, M-O-M, and charges forward like it's now or never. Clenching his fists, cheeks red with embarrassment, he yells out his apology. I'm sorry for yelling earlier. This is his first step into the unknown, into the quest system. Can a simple apology really earn him a gold card? Only one way to find out. Let's try it first. Our MC pushes even further, trying to soften the blow with some emotional honesty. He insists it wasn't intentional. He just got carried away. But behind those words is desperation. He's really trying to complete this ridiculous tutorial quest, all for a mysterious gold card. And while he's laying his dignity on the line, his sister is doing what she does best, mocking him. With her snark dialed up to max, she suggests he's finally gone crazy. Maybe even recommends checking him into a hospital bottom caption. Is this enough? You can feel his internal scream. He's done his part, poured out apologies, swallowed his pride, and now he's just begging the system to acknowledge it. Has he finally cleared the quest? YW checkmark this scene mixes comedy with cringe in the best way possible, painting the portrait of a reluctant hero whose first epic task is just saying sorry to his mom. Boom! Quest complete. The system flashes brightly. Our MC has officially cleared the tutorial quest. And his reward? A gold card. You can see the joy written all over his face. He's hyped, he's ready, and honestly, who wouldn't be? Back on the bed, reality sets in. The system window is still up, and now he's wondering, what exactly is this card? Can he sell it? Is it worth money? He starts tossing out voice commands like, reveal card, hoping something will work. One thing's for sure, this gold card has completely hijacked his attention. And here it is, the moment of truth. With a calm, yet curious tone, the protagonist whispers, reveal card. Instantly, the system responds like a well-oiled machine. After nervously uttering the command, reveal card, Our protagonist stares in anticipation, but what happens next completely catches him off guard. His eyes widen. His breath shortens. A soft gasp escapes as the room begins to glow. Then, boom, a surge of radiant energy explodes into the room, casting vivid streaks of rainbow light across the walls and ceiling. The calm bedroom transforms into something magical, like the heart of a storm made of color and power. He turns stunned. What the hell is happening? His instincts scream, his body tenses, because clearly this isn't just some simple gold card reveal. Something big is coming. And there it is, his very first reward. A golden system card materializes before him, shining like a beacon of destiny. But what does it say? Expendable card. Grow 3 centimeters. Yep, you heard that right. This card lets him grow 3 centimeters taller. And just like any one-time power-up in a video game, this card disappears after use. As the golden card hovers mid-air, the system presents a question. Will you use this? The room glows with anticipation, and our protagonist hesitates. His eyes widen, his breath still. This isn't just a card, it's a choice. With a gulp and a flicker of courage, he responds, I will. The system chimes in immediately. Grow 3 centimeters is being used. And just like that, the card's power activates. But will it really change anything, or is this just the beginning of something much bigger? The moment he realizes it worked, he screams, Mom, and charges out of his room like he just won the lottery. His mother's caught off guard mid-cooking, clearly startled. And then comes the full-blown celebration. He yells out with pure joy, I grew 3 cm. His sister? She's having none of it. Instantly puts him in a headlock, calling him a dumbass. Meanwhile, the mom's reaction? She looks 2 seconds away from calling the cops. But for our MC, it's a win. 3 centimeters never felt so glorious. He pulls out a note from yesterday. It clearly reads, 168 centimeters. That was his height before everything changed. But now, 171 centimeters. That 3 centimeters growth card worked like magic. His excitement is through the roof, literally jumping for joy. System pop-up. Cards currently in possession. 0. Studio microphone. The system confirms. He's got no cards left. The gold card was indeed a one-time miracle. But hey, it did the job. With wide eyes and a pounding heart, he looks up and yells, It's a good thing I apologized to Mom. Our protagonist is glowing with excitement, literally and emotionally, as he stares at the floating system screen confirming. Cards currently in possession. 0. But he doesn't care. He's still grinning from ear to ear, thrilled by the fact that this system is absolutely real. As he turns around, still processing everything, his mom enters the scene with a calm face and says something unexpected. Mom's sorry for getting angry too, and just like that, a rare moment happens. The mother gently tells him, sit down and eat. He pauses silent, eyes soft, finally understanding. I see. It's not just about food. It's care in her own quiet way. Then his thoughts drift inward, reflective and raw. At school, I'm always apologizing. The words don't come with anger, just tired acceptance. This is a boy who's learned to lower his voice, even when he wants to scream. Let the emotion linger here, because this is where the story truly begins. With everything that just happened, the system rewards the gold card, the insane 3 centimeters height boost. Now we land on a surprisingly quiet scene. The family sits down to eat. Our protagonist, his sister, and his mom. And for once, everyone's calm. This panel hits different. He says it himself. But it's my first time ever apologizing to Mom. You can feel it. This isn't just about growing taller. It's about growing up. Cut to the next morning. New day, fresh skies, and the school building looms large again. Only this time, he's not the same guy who walked through those gates yesterday. We see the main character, Kim Soo-hyun, confidently striding through a school hallway. He's got a small, proud smile on his face, shoulders back, posture straight, like someone who's just hit a major milestone. The caption at the bottom says, I've grown, and this isn't just metaphorical, it's literal. After using a magical system card that granted him an instant 3 centimeters height boost, Soo-hyun's finally experiencing a tangible change he's always wanted. Now in class or another hallway, Soo-hyun's face is flushed with pride. He's trying to stay cool, but the blush on his cheeks says it all. He's buzzing. His internal monologue is a loop of "I've grown, I've grown, I've grown," while his classmates whisper, noticing his odd expression and good mood. One even asks, "What's wrong with Kim Soo-hyun's face?" Another responds, "He seems like he's in a good mood." Clearly, this small physical transformation has given Soo-hyun a massive boost in confidence. Soo-hyun can barely contain himself as he checks out his slightly longer torso. "I'm now in the 170s too." The sheer joy is radiating off him. This is a victory for short kings everywhere. He even jokes about the air feeling different now that he's crossed into the 170 centimeters range. He's not just taller, he's reborn. Meanwhile, his classmates start noticing the change. One girl leans over to whisper, "Don't you think he's gotten a bit taller?" The other's skeptical. "Maybe he's wearing inserts?" But she quickly shuts that down. "What do you mean inserts when we're all in slippers? Look properly." Eyes yup, the transformation is real, and people are starting to talk. Soo-hyun's height boost is no longer just his little secret. It's becoming school-wide news. We see our boy beaming with pride, cheeks flushed, eyes sparkling behind his glasses. After years of being overlooked for his height, he's finally grown, and not just a little. For the first time, people are noticing. He's no longer the background character. The system worked. The Grow 3 centimeters card? It wasn't a scam. It was the beginning of something real. And in this moment, he knows it. This is my chance to change everything. As the school hallway fades to gray and the atmosphere shifts, his joy is quickly replaced by tension. His eyes lock onto the teacher walking ahead, but his mind is elsewhere. No card, no quest today. Just yesterday, the system gave him hope. Now, nothing. Silence. His inner voice grows desperate. "I need another card. I need to keep leveling up." And just like that, what started as a miracle begins to feel like a game he can't stop playing. Just when he was starting to worry, the system finally responds. A new tutorial quest is being created right in front of his eyes. With a spark of excitement in his voice, Soo-hyun immediately lights up. This could be his next big break, another chance to gain a powerful reward. The reward for completing this quest is 1 gold card and 1 silver card. His eyes widen. Another gold card. Just like the one that made him grow taller, this could change everything again. Whatever the challenge is, he's ready to take it. Because in this game of strange quests and life-changing rewards, one thing's clear. The system is real, and it's only just getting started. Right after thinking the quest rewards seemed too generous, the system drops a bomb. His new mission is to kiss Baek Chiron. The reward? 2 powerful cards. The problem? Baek Chiron is standing right in front of him, and she just saw the quest pop up too. And just when our MC thought he was getting used to this whole quest system thing, bam! The second quest drops like a bomb. He's tasked with kissing Baek Chiron. And as if on cue, Baek Chiron turns around, glaring with fire in her eyes. "Do you want to get trashed, fucker?" Yup. The system doesn't care about your safety, Soo-hyun. It only wants chaos. The protagonist reaches out, his hand hovering over a pile of cash inside an open bag. His expression is conflicted, surprised, maybe hesitant, as if he's just stumbled upon an opportunity that could solve his immediate problem, but not without consequences. This moment visually captures the moral dilemma he's facing. We cut to a wider shot of the protagonist and Kuza sitting side by side in the classroom, both looking down in embarrassment. The protagonist reflects, "I think we went too far there." Kuza apologizes, admitting he didn't mean to spout some bullcrap. They both acknowledge their impulsive behavior and decide to treat the situation as a learning moment. It's a comedic but honest beat that brings them back down to earth after their wild plan involving money and a kiss quest. This sequence highlights a brief moment of clarity and humility in an otherwise absurd mission-driven story. Kuza leans back and brings up a key point. The kiss mission isn't just about courage, It's about opportunity. He says, "Don't you have to be alone with a girl? We rarely get any chances like that." A blunt truth, highlighting how unrealistic the mission is for someone like them. The protagonist silently agrees. He reflects to himself, Kuza is right. I never have any situations where I'm alone with Baek Chiron. His expression turns serious as the weight of the task truly sets in. A sudden realization flashes across the protagonist's eyes. With wide, determined focus, he exclaims internally, "Wait, I do." This moment marks a turning point as he remembers a possible opportunity to fulfill the KISS mission from the system. The scene immediately shifts to a flash of insight. Students are playing soccer during a physical education class. Among them, Baek Chiron is present, sitting nearby. This is the moment he realizes Phys Ed might be the only chance he gets to be close enough to her without raising suspicion. A seed of a bold plan is forming in his mind. Equals. In this scene, the protagonist thinks he's finally found the perfect chance to complete his mission, to kiss Baek Chiron during P class. But as his memory sharpens, he realizes a major problem. The opportunity doesn't actually exist. Baek Chiron never participates in gym class. Instead, she stays behind in the classroom every time, claiming she doesn't feel well. We see her resting at her desk, completely uninterested in the activity outside. Baek Chiron slowly opens her eyes from her desk, sensing something is off. Her expression is groggy but alert, as if someone's presence or gaze just woke her up. Suspicion and curiosity cloud her sleepy look. She sits upright abruptly, brushing back her hair with a puzzled and slightly annoyed expression. Her inner thoughts seem to be catching up with her surroundings. She mutters, "What the?" clearly confused about what just happened while she was resting. But before he can convince himself, his own thoughts interrupt with a harsh truth. "Bullshit, LOL." It's a moment of self-awareness. He knows his excuse sounds completely unconvincing, even to himself. Now fully in his head, he's left standing there in silence, uncertain and tense. But what should I do now? The pressure of the unexpected situation weighs heavily on him. He's alone with Baek Chiron, unsure of how to act or what to say next. Baek Chiron accuses Kim Soo-hyun of staring at her while she was asleep. He denies it nervously. She threatens to expose him to the whole school, clearly messing with him. Soo-hyun panics and insists he's telling the truth. Chiron walks away, calling him an idiot and admitting she was joking. She expresses annoyance and casually mocks him again, asking if he has nothing better to do. Baek Chiron casually tells Kim Soo-hyun to buy her strawberry milk. He replies calmly, "I already did." She responds in surprise. "What?" Chiron looks at him, slightly stunned, as he repeats, "I already bought it." 2 strawberry milk cartons sit in front of her on the desk. As Baek Chiron reacts with surprise to the strawberry milk, calling him a faithful servant, Kim Soo-hyun internally debates, "Should I ask her out first?" and reflects, "Since you kiss with who you're dating." His thoughts spiral. What are the odds Baek Chiron was secretly crushing on me? Followed immediately by, probably non-existent. He opens the strawberry milk carton, trying to push the thoughts aside, thinking, I can't think over every little detail, and I won't be able to complete the quest if I don't do something now. Kim Soo-hyun suddenly yells, "Baek Chiron," and slams the strawberry milk onto the desk. Baek Chiron, startled, shouts, "Oh my God, what the F asterisk asterisk asterisk." His bold move signals he's made up his mind. That's it. Chiron reacts in shock, yelling, "What are you doing, you crazy bee asterisk 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 asterisk." Meanwhile, Soo-hyun aggressively drinks the strawberry milk with determination, thinking, "I'ma go off after this." Kim Soo-hyun suddenly stands up and asks Baek Chiron, "Have you ever kissed someone before?" He's determined and fired up, thinking, I can't just do nothing and give up. Chiron quietly repeats the word, "kiss," and then says, "Hey, Soo-hyun." Her tone shifts to something softer, and the atmosphere becomes tense and uncertain. Baek Chiron snaps at Kim Soo-hyun, asking, "Do you really want to go to jail?" Her expression is serious and irritated. She immediately follows up with, "Never mind." Soo-hyun panics, waving his hands defensively and saying, "I was just joking. I was just curious." The caption at the bottom declares, "Quest failed." A phone camera is pointed at Soo-hyun, and someone says, "Hey, Soo-hyun." 3 students stand in the doorway, with the one in the center mockingly asking, "Do you want us to kiss you?" The mood turns tense and mocking, suggesting they overheard or saw something earlier. Kim Soo-hyun stands frozen as laughter surrounds him. Multiple LOL bubbles appear, and he looks confused and overwhelmed. He mutters, "Huh?" 3 students crowd around him, laughing loudly. One of them holds a phone, showing something embarrassing. They mockingly shout, "Soo-hyun likes Baek Chiron," while laughing at his expense. A student yells out, "Soo-hyun has a thing for Baek Chiron," causing a reaction from Chiron, who looks both surprised and uncomfortable, saying, "Ah, so embarrassing." Soo-hyun panics, insisting, It's not like that." Soo-hyun tries to stop the bullying, pushing against the guy who recorded him and shouting, "Why did you record me? Come on, delete that crap." The bully laughs it off, saying, "It's not what you think," and mockingly adds, "Ah, it's fun, though." Kim Soo-hyun yells in frustration, "I said delete it." His expression shows pure anger and desperation. In response, the bully punches Soo-hyun hard in the face, shouting, "Have you lost your mind?" The hit lands violently, knocking Soo-hyun back. The bully smirks and says mockingly, "Come on, Soo-hyun, we're just playing, just like how you were joking about kissing," trying to downplay his actions. Soo-hyun sits on the floor, covering his face in frustration. The bully continues, "Are we not allowed to play around? Only certain people can do that. Why can't we mess around?" Clearly mocking and gaslighting him. The main bully crouches in front of Soo-hyun, who is on the ground with his glasses knocked off. He smirks and says, "We want to get closer with you two," in a mocking, insincere tone. The 2 other boys grin menacingly and repeat his words, "We want to get closer with you too," further mocking Soo-hyun as they gang up on him. Soo-hyun sits on the floor, covering his face in silence as someone calls his name, Soo-hyun. The main bully extends his hand towards Soo-hyun and demands, "Answer me," while Soo-hyun remains curled up on the floor, visibly shaken, with his glasses on the ground. Baek Chiron steps in, confronting the bully and asking, "What are you doing, Choi Chang-dong?" as his hand presses against her chest. She looks serious, and she firmly tells him, "That's enough. He probably understands now." Choi Chang-dong looks up, surprised, and replies, "Huh?" Baek Chiron looks at Choi Chang-dong and firmly tells him, "Delete the video as well." Choi Chang-dong immediately obeys, saluting and saying, "Of course, ma'am." He then casually adds, "Chang-dong will be off to smoke some cigs," and walks away. The bullies walk away, with Choi Chang-dong saying, "Let's go, boys." They mockingly claim they weren't recording and tell Chiron, "We aren't that crazy to record you." One of them adds, "Soo-hyun, we'll see you later," while Chiron watches silently. Chiron looks at Soo-hyun with concern and softly says, "Hey." Soo-hyun lies curled up on the floor, his glasses beside him. Someone tells him coldly, "Just go home early, dumbass, instead of getting your ass beat all day." A view of the school building under a sunset sky, indicating time has passed and the day is ending. Soo-hyun sits on his bed, hugging his knees, head down, completely silent. His posture shows emotional collapse and isolation. Tears stream down his face as he breaks down crying. He whispers to himself, "I fucked up." A system prompt shows the failed mission. Kiss with Baek Chiron 0-1, with rewards listed and a deadline of the last bell. Soo-hyun's inner thoughts mock the quest, saying, "Before the end of school, my ass. All I did was get beat up and came home early." Soo-hyun sits in regret, hand on his face, thinking, "Stupid of me to even try. I wouldn't have got my ass hooped if I had given up." Soo-hyun's broken glasses lie on the bed as his thoughts race. He reflects on how he screwed up, worries about school, and wonders what to tell his mom about his glasses, knowing he's already used the excuse of falling down the stairs. He accepts that he failed the quest and will lose the height boost, saying, "I'll go back to being 168 centimeters tall," yet his final thought ends on a lingering note, still suggesting he's not entirely defeated. Soo-hyun lies in bed, looking up and saying, "It's blurry." He reflects quietly. At least I got to be 171 centimeters tall for a bit, showing he's come to terms with his failure. Suddenly, a system message appears. You have completed the quest. His eye widens in shock as he reacts with a surprised, A hand reaches for the strawberry milk left earlier, with the character saying, "I forgot to finish this." Baek Chiron drinks the milk and reflects on Soo-hyun's earlier question, asking if I've kissed or not. She then admits, "Yeah, I haven't." "So what?" As Baek Chiron drinks from the strawberry milk carton, she suddenly realizes something and exclaims, "Wait, shit." Her internal realization hits. Kim Soo-hyun had his lips on it. A glowing light surrounds Soo-hyun in his room as a system message appears. You received a reward. He looks shocked and confused. Another message appears in front of him. You receive a gold card. You receive a silver card. Soo-hyun, still stunned, questions, "How did I complete it?" Soo-hyun shouts with determination, "I don't care what it is." He yells, "Reveal card." The system responds, revealing the gold card, revealing the silver card. He follows up with confidence, "Since I've got these cards now." Soo-hyun looks at the first gold card projection, which reads, Expendable card, grow 3 centimeters. You grow 3 centimeters in height. He reacts excitedly, realizing it will make him taller. Soo-hyun stares in awe at the glowing gold and silver cards in front of him, exclaiming, "This is incredible." But his excitement quickly turns to shock as he realizes something, shouting, "This can't be." She firmly tells him, "That's enough. He probably understands now." Choi Chang-dong looks up, surprised, and replies, "Huh." Soo-hyun stares at the glowing gold and silver cards in front of him, wide-eyed and amazed, saying, "This is incredible." A close-up of his eyes filled with awe as he thinks, "It's amazing." The gold card is revealed. Expendable card. I can see this. It grants 20/20 vision, but will disappear after use. The system prompts, "Will you use this?" Soo-hyun looks surprised and amazed, thinking, "It's vision this time?" Soo-hyun says, "I know," as he decides to use the vision card. The system confirms, "I can see this is being used." He looks at his hands in awe, realizing his vision has instantly cleared. His expression shows amazement at the card's effect. A close-up of Soo-hyun's eyes as he focuses, indicating he's testing his new vision. His view suddenly blurs, showing his hands out of focus, suggesting the effect of the vision card is already wearing off. Soo-hyun's vision clears again as he looks at his hands glowing with the effect of the card, confirming the temporary boost is active. His broken glasses lie on the bed while he starts laughing uncontrollably, shown through repeated HA and ha-ha-ha bubbles, expressing disbelief or emotional release. Soo-hyun throws his fists up in excitement and shouts, "Quests are awesome. They're incredible," fully hyped after experiencing the card effects. The system notifies him there are remaining cards, causing Soo-hyun to pause and look toward it, surprised. Soo-hyun excitedly remembers he still has the silver card. He wonders what the ability might be, assuming it won't be as good as the gold one, then confidently says, "Reveal card." The system responds, revealing the silver card. Soo-hyun looks shocked and says, "Huh, what the?" He stares at the glowing silver card projected in front of him and says, "This is a silver card? Isn't this really good?" Visibly surprised by its quality. The boy runs out yelling in excitement about his eyes, overwhelmed by the effects of the card. In the next panel, a girl casually tells him to shut up and eat, showing no concern for his outburst. The protagonist asks, "Where's Mom?" while sitting at the table with food. His sister replies that their mom is going to be late because she got a night shift. He assumes she made the food and thanks her playfully. She sarcastically denies making the food, saying their mom did, while insulting him. She tells him his breath stinks and mocks him by saying, "That's the smell of your philtrum," twice. She finishes by calling him annoying with an irritated expression. The sister notices marks on the boy's face and asks if he got punched. He casually lies, saying he was just messing around with his friends. She calls out his lie, saying he clearly got beat up. The boy tries to act cool and asks if she's ever seen her oppa get beaten, but she tells him to drop the oppa act since he's just a year older. While eating together, the girl asks what happened to his glasses. He casually replies that his eyesight improved. She tells him not to talk to her at school. Confused, he asks why. The girl looks confused and asks what he means by why. A flashback shows the boy punching a bully as he explains that it's obviously because he's embarrassed. Three boys confront the protagonist at school, with the biggest one surprised he showed up. Flashback to past bullying. The protagonist recalls being assaulted and crying, questioning how he can even face school again. The bullies mock the protagonist, making demeaning comments about his appearance. The main bully suddenly grabs and attacks the protagonist, escalating the situation into violence. The protagonist is warned not to eat because he'll throw up, showing the harsh bullying environment he's in. Another student mockingly tells him to deal with it. A classmate nervously apologizes, and someone questions why he's sorry, implying he should mind his own business if he doesn't want to get hurt. One student reminds the other of their unspoken rule: never interfere when one of them is getting beaten up. Despite the rule, the seated student admits today felt excessive. The conversation shifts as the standing student regrets asking someone about kissing. The mood lightens with a bit of humor when one asks about kissing and gets shut down with a blunt response. The boy lies down to sleep, silently crying. He feels pathetic and questions the meaning of his life. The two students are casually eating lunch while chatting. The intimidating student holding a lit cigarette commands someone to do it, implying he's ordering or pressuring someone. The boy nervously apologizes, saying he lost control yesterday. He's trying to avoid further conflict. With an unsettling smile, the other guy points out it's strange. He's the one hitting, implying dominance and intimidation. Ask ChatGPT. A hand flicks a lit cigarette away. The bully orders Soo-hyun to pick up the cigarette, asserting dominance while Soo-hyun remains seated, looking hesitant. The camera focuses on a burnt-out cigarette on the ground as someone questions why it still needs to be picked up. The bully sternly stares at Soo-hyun and orders him again to do it. Soo-hyun is lying on the ground in a defeated posture, showing submission and exhaustion. He hesitantly reaches out to pick up the discarded cigarette, but as he hears someone calling out to him, Kim Dayan appears, confronting the boy kneeling on the ground, and asks what he's doing, clearly surprised and concerned. The boy, startled and panicked, recognizes her and wonders what he should do now. Dayan asks Soo-hyun what he's doing. Soo-hyun panics internally, trying to come up with an excuse. Soo-hyun lies, nervously claiming Dayan is his little sister, surprising the bully who didn't know he had one. Dayan confronts the situation and claims responsibility for the cigarette, saying she was smoking and Soo-hyun was just trying to pick it up to prevent trouble. She asks Soo-hyun to back her up. He nervously agrees, and she questions him with a serious expression. Kim Dayan, standing with shopping bags, warns them not to get the wrong idea. Soo-hyun reluctantly agrees with the bully, who smugly remarks they were lucky and that Soo-hyun should be thankful. The bully mocks Soo-hyun, implying his sister must be popular. Soo-hyun denies it. As Dayan bends down to pick up bags, the bully stares and makes a suggestive remark, saying they should hang out more. The bully confronts Soo-hyun in the restroom, expressing disappointment for not knowing about his sister, implying they were supposed to share everything. Soo-hyun tries to justify not talking to the girl by saying they aren't close, and she told him to avoid her at school. The bully ignores that and demands to be introduced to her. The bully grabs Soo-hyun's leg and demands an introduction to his sister. Nervously, Soo-hyun tries to downplay her, saying she's the worst and terrible at studying, hoping to turn the bully off. The bully insists they're good friends and again pressures Soo-hyun to introduce his sister. Soo-hyun hesitates, questioning why. The bully grins and hints at revealing his reason if Soo-hyun agrees. The bully reveals his twisted reason for wanting to meet Soo-hyun's sister, saying she looks tasty with a disturbing grin. Soo-hyun is visibly stunned and disturbed, unable to process the sickening intent behind those words. Soo-hyun is stunned after hearing an inappropriate remark about his sister. A voice suddenly yells out the name Choi Chang-dong, catching everyone's attention. A classmate, caught mid-toilet, steps out in frustration after overhearing the inappropriate remark. He demands if the comment wasn't going too far. Before he can finish, Choi Chang-dong punches him hard in the face, shutting him down violently. Soo-hyun looks down in frustration as the bully continues to lash out. Suddenly, the other student, still with his pants down, gets violently kicked. The bully mocks him, calling him Yakuza, and tells him to stop scaring others with his face. He continues to beat him, saying that if he's a student, he should look like one. Choi Chang-dong keeps beating the boy in glasses, yelling that his serious expression doesn't suit an 18-year-old. He's even frustrated enough to say he feels guilty for hitting him. Suddenly, someone calls out to him from behind. Soo-hyun finally speaks up, calling the bully a piece of shit. The bully turns around, surprised and angry. Another student confirms what he just heard, and Soo-hyun stands by his words without hesitation. Soo-hyun, having finally reached his breaking point, insults the thug, calling him a piece of shit. The thug, furious, storms towards Soo-hyun with clenched fists. The moment escalates as he throws a punch in a fit of rage. Soo-hyun unleashes a powerful punch, knocking the larger guy back with intense force. His face shows focused anger, clearly done holding back. Soo-hyun stares in surprise at the silver card in his hand, unsure of its purpose. He questions what he's even supposed to do with it, confused about why he received it in the first place. Soo-hyun looks down at the silver card in confusion, unsure of its purpose. He realizes he might be able to use it after all, as a new thought begins to form in his mind. The protagonist receives an attack card labeled Boxing Jab, granting him the ability to perform a jab. He uses that skill and lands a clean punch on the bully. Internally, he resolves not to continue living his life the same way. Soo-hyun lands a powerful jab on his senior, sending him flying. His inner monologue reveals a turning point. He's done living in fear and wants to change. System message appears, indicating a quest is being created, and he resolves that he's going to fight back. A system notification appears with a quest. Defeat Choi Chang-dong to receive 1 silver and 1 bronze card. The protagonist repeats Choi Chang-dong's disturbing comment about his sister, clearly angered and ready to respond. Soo-hyun thinks to himself, "I'll show you." He clenches his fists with determination and says he'll show what Tasty really is. The system message appears, starting the quest. Soo-hyun clenches his fists and declares that he'll show what Tasty really means as the system announces the start of the quest. With a cold and focused stare, Soo-hyun laughs and calls the situation funny, showing a shift in his resolve and confidence. Choi Chang-dong holding his nose in confusion and fear, wondering what kind of situation he's in. Soo-hyun raises his fists in disbelief, saying it feels like a scene from a TV show. Ask ChatGPT. Choi Chang-dong, confused and frustrated, questions what kind of situation he's in. Meanwhile, Soo-hyun raises his fists, stunned by the surreal moment, saying it feels like a TV show. Choi mocks him, asking if he really learned to fight from YouTube videos. But before he can finish, Soo-hyun lands another powerful system-assisted jab straight to his chest. The bully is stunned and confused after being hit. He wonders what just happened, questioning if the protagonist had been secretly learning boxing and when that started. The furious attacker charges forward, screaming in rage, thinking he now has the upper hand. But before he can strike, Soo-hyun lands another powerful punch straight to his face, halting him instantly. The system activates again, registering another jab. Soo-hyun throws a clean punch with perfect form. The impact is intense as multiple jabs land in rapid succession, overwhelming his opponent and pushing him back. Soo-hyun activates the system and unleashes a barrage of jabs. The blue system notifications flood the scene as each punch lands directly on his opponent's face. Fueled by determination, Soo-hyun overwhelms him with sheer speed and power. The student is shocked, unable to believe what he's witnessing. Meanwhile, the system confirms the active quest to defeat Choi Chang-dong and outlines the reward. Soo-hyun sits on top of his defeated opponent, having won the fight. The system notification confirms his victory, quest completed. Soo-hyun is surprised to see his jab mastery has increased. Meanwhile, the defeated guy lies on the ground unconscious, and the others start panicking, wondering if Soo-hyun actually killed him. The boy snaps out of his daze when his friend grabs his arm, reminding him it's not the time to just stand around. The two boys have managed to escape. Exhausted, they sit down outside to catch their breath. One of them acknowledges that although they got away for now, this is only the beginning. The student explains that their class and the whole school are likely in chaos. He reveals the real reason the school thugs are so intimidating. They always act together. At that moment, a furious student charges in, yelling Kim Soo-hyun's name, confirming the threat isn't over yet. Soo-hyun feels anxious about returning to school, fearing he'll be attacked again. When asked how he learned to fight, he casually claims he picked it up from watching YouTube videos, surprising everyone. Soo-hyun reflects on his recent battle and notices a new system notification. It reveals his boxing jab skill is ranked F with 97 out of 100 mastery. He begins to wonder what would happen if the mastery reaches full. Soo-hyun's friend remembers to check his quest rewards, acting suspicious while brushing it off as talking to himself. Both of them activate their reward cards. Soo-hyun wonders if others can see it, while his friend misinterprets the situation and makes a joke. Soo-hyun checks his rewards and is visibly surprised as two distinct cards appear before him. Soo-hyun is stunned by what he sees, questioning if it's really possible. Suddenly, a group of girls approaches, with one of them asking what he's doing. Both Soo-hyun and his friend realize they are in serious trouble after being spotted. Baekhyun approaches Soo-hyun and asks where he's been, revealing that the boys were searching for him frantically. Soo-hyun, surprised, wonders if she's not angry with him. Soo-hyun awkwardly admits he somehow got involved in a fight. The girl in front of him, instead of reprimanding him, offers to overlook the situation and tells him to go home early. Soo-hyun is caught off guard by her leniency. Soo-hyun and his friend are cornered by a group of students. Soo-hyun lowers his head, realizing there's no escape. The other students whisper, trying to confirm his identity. Soo-hyun panics internally, unsure of what to do next. Soo-hyun finds himself surrounded by students questioning if he's the one who beat Choi Chang-dong. The pressure makes him anxious and unsure of what to do. Meanwhile, others are shocked and mocking Chang-dong's defeat, making fun of the fact that he was taken down by someone like Soo-hyun, leaving Soo-hyun's friend frustrated by the teasing. The character with glasses is punched hard in the face mid-sentence, cutting off his words. A furious student aggressively confronts others in the room. He yells at them to stop staring and to leave, asserting dominance with threatening language. Soo-hyun is surrounded by bullies mocking and pressuring him, asking if he plans to fight them too. Despite the tension, he stays silent, deep in thought, trying to figure out what to do. Internally, he's debating whether to endure the beating and stall for time, hoping someone might arrive to help. The narration reveals the arrival of a powerful figure, a student known for defeating all the seniors with boxing on his very first day. This intimidating fighter is Ha-jun from West Gangbuk High, earning the title of the Undefeated God. One of the students nervously reacts upon recognizing Ha-jun, forcing a smile and greeting him, but his inner fear is evident as he stammers in panic. Gu Ha-jun arrives at school, standing confidently in the hallway. His presence surprises everyone. His classmates rush over and start explaining the situation. They inform him that Choi Chang-song got knocked out. The student with a sly smile informs Gu Ha-jun that the incident occurred in the bathroom, suggesting something serious or embarrassing took place there. Gu Ha-jun's expression shifts to one of focused intensity as he processes what he just heard. His face shows controlled anger and anticipation, hinting that something is about to go down. The guy nervously admits his mistake, realizing the tension rising. Then Gu Ha-jun, unfazed, asks who Choi Chang-dong is. Chang-dong, clearly intimidated, reluctantly raises his hand and identifies himself. In these panels, Gu Ha-jun questions if the boy in front of him is really the one who knocked out his subordinate. The boy nervously confirms. Then, Gu Ha-jun calmly asks to see the boy's face, to which he hesitantly agrees. Tension builds as the confrontation becomes personal. Gu Hejun confronts Soo-hyun and directly asks if he was the one who knocked out Choi Chang-dong. Soo-hyun nervously admits that he did. Gu Hejun, maintaining a calm but serious expression, follows up by asking Soo-hyun why he did it, seeking an explanation for the incident. Gu Hejun explains the reason behind his actions. He says the other guy started it by making inappropriate comments about his sister, showing that Hejun's motivation was to defend his family's dignity. The protagonist, frustrated and emotional, yells that the other guy disrespected his family first. Gu Hejun, unfazed, responds coldly, questioning if that's really all there is to it. The main character is caught off guard as Gu Hejun suddenly approaches and challenges him. Hejun, calm yet intense, steps in and directly tells him to hit him, testing his courage and resolve. The guy grabs his wrist tightly and challenges him to throw a punch. Meanwhile, one of the boys in the group clarifies that it wasn't boxing at all, hinting that the truth behind the incident is something else entirely. The bullied student sits silently while others mock him, one patting his head. Then, Gu Hejun steps in, staring coldly and asking if he should be the one to hit him instead. The boy is visibly nervous and conflicted. He's unsure if he should hit the other guy as asked, questioning whether it's the right move or if it might backfire. The other person calmly tells him it's okay and even promises to ignore everything if he does it, which only adds more pressure and confusion. Gu Hejun calmly promises that everything will be okay if the boy hits him. Just as the boy is about to act, he suddenly realizes something and hesitates in shock. Two mysterious glowing cards appear, one blue and one orange. The protagonist recognizes them immediately. These are the special cards he received earlier. As Gu Hejun stands menacingly in front of him, the protagonist wonders if he can use those mysterious cards now to change the situation. The system issues a new quest. Win the fight with Ko Ha-jun, the leader of Gangbuk-seo High. The objective is clear. Defeat him within 3 days to earn a platinum card. Ko Ha-jun, calm and assertive, looks at the protagonist and says, "I said let's go." Caught off guard, the protagonist stares at him in disbelief and shouts, "Why?" Then, unable to hold back his frustration, he yells, "For fuck's sake." Gu Ha-jun stares down at the protagonist and calmly asks, "You got something to say?" From the protagonist's perspective, we hear his thoughts. No wonder things were working out too well. Suddenly, a system notification appears. Fight with the leader of West Gangbuk High, Gu Hejun, and win. Time left, 71 hours, 59 minutes, and 1 second. Shocked, the protagonist thinks, "There's even a time limit? I fail the quest if I don't fight him and win within 3 days." The stakes have just risen dramatically. The protagonist screams in panic, "Aarag, I have no chance of beating him." His expression is filled with fear and desperation. In the next scene, he sits in the cafeteria, frozen mid-bite, quietly asking himself, "What should I do?" He's overwhelmed by the reality of the quest he's been assigned and is unsure how to proceed. The protagonist reflects on how the quest system allowed him to get closer to Gu Hejun. He believed he was finally on the path to living a normal school life. But that hope is shattered. Now, the system demands that he fight and defeat Gu Hejun in a real battle. His friend, Soo-hyun, unknowingly confirms his fear by saying the name aloud. Gu Hejun, the leader of West Gangbuk High. The weight of the challenge fully sinks in. As the tension rises, Ko Hejun checks his phone and says, "I think I'm going to throw up." He's stunned by what he sees, barely able to eat. Narration: this is crazy. Soo-hyun and his friend are quietly eating. His friend whispers, "Why is he eating with us?" Soo-hyun calmly replies, "Because I'm his friend." Despite rumors, Soo-hyun thinks, even though there are bad rumors about him, he's just a really nice guy. The protagonist looks conflicted as he watches Gu Hejun stand up from the lunch table. Internally, he's overwhelmed by the quest demanding him to fight someone who's been nothing but kind to him. He questions, "Why do I have to fight someone like that?" Gu Hejun, unaware of the protagonist's inner turmoil, casually says, "I'll leave first." Soo-hyun, startled and nervous, quickly responds, "Why yeah?" As Haejun walks away with his lunch tray, the protagonist thinks to himself, why do I have to fight someone who's so nice to me? Suddenly, the protagonist's eyes widen in shock, reacting to the emotional confusion and the impossible task he's now facing. All he can say is, huh, reflecting his disbelief. Soo-hyun playfully leans on his friend's shoulder and says confidently, that's easy. His friend, clearly flustered, responds, am I easy? Then, feeling a bit uneasy, he nervously asks, so what do you intend to do with me? Soo-hyun, staying cheerful, just brushes it off. Please shut up. He then makes a bold declaration in his mind. I don't need to do it. Cut to next scene. Soo-hyun walking outside, smiling confidently. Looking relaxed, Soo-hyun thinks to himself, all I need to do is give up the quest. The protagonist confidently thinks, Haejun's got my back anyways. He smiles, believing his school life will be smooth with Haejun around. He's convinced there's no reason to fight Haejun. He reflects on his true goal. All he ever wanted was a normal school life. A system window displays the quest to fight Gu Haejun. But if he fights Haejun and loses, he imagines the consequences. He'll lose all his rewards, and his relationship with Haejun will collapse. He comes to a conclusion. So instead of risking everything, he decides to give up the quest now. He laughs to himself, thinking this is the safest way forward. The protagonist excitedly waves and calls out to Haejun, expressing his joy and trust in their friendship. He believes everything will be fine because of their bond. But Haejun is seen brutally smashing an enemy's face into the wall without hesitation, showing no mercy. The beaten guy, trembling and bruised, apologizes to Haejun, barely able to speak. Haejun, confused and cold, asks what he's apologizing for, while the guy stammers nervously, struggling to explain. Haejun slams a guy's head into the wall with full force, yelling about his crew. Jinwoo watches in shock, unable to comprehend what he's witnessing. The beaten student, crying and bruised, apologizes as he's held by the hair. A girl approaches the protagonist from behind and asks if he really thought that guy was a nice person. Baek Chiron calmly reveals that Haejun has always been that way, implying a hidden side to him. She explains that the student being beaten up is being punished for not paying up. The protagonist realizes she's referring to the money extorted from other students. He admits he knows about it, because he also has to pay. Chiron continues, saying the money goes straight into Haejun's pocket. He uses others to do his dirty work and steals from behind their backs. She walks away, warning Soo-hyun to really think about what kind of person Haejun is. Soo-hyun stands there, confused and stunned, unable to process everything he just heard. The main character is shocked and overwhelmed after learning the truth, his expression showing confusion and unease. Haejun casually leans against the wall with one hand on a beaten-up student, smiling as if nothing unusual is happening. The protagonist hesitantly approaches Haejun, visibly nervous, and prepares to ask him something important. The protagonist asks Gu Haejun why he's always so nice to him. He begins to answer with a serious expression, saying, obviously because. Gu Haejun puts his arm around him and casually says it's because he's good at boxing, surprising the protagonist. The protagonist supports a weakened Gu Haejun. He recalls Haejun once saying, before I met you, all of the others were like bugs. This line made him feel special, as if he stood out from everyone else. A different character smiles and casually asks, why do you ask? The protagonist realizes something. Gu Haejun was only kind to him because he thought he was strong, not because of any deeper connection. The protagonist looks shocked and anxious. He fears that if Haejun finds out he can't actually fight, he'll lose his respect, his sense of purpose, and won't even be seen as human anymore. The older student grabs the protagonist by the shoulders, sensing something is wrong. He urges him to open up, but the protagonist hesitates, struggling to speak. Tears stream down the protagonist's face as he forces a smile. Despite his emotions, he convinces himself that crying only means he must keep fighting. A quiet night scene, symbolizing a calm before the storm where the emotional weight of the moment just passed. The protagonist begins training, throwing a jab as the system recognizes the move. Determined and focused, he's ready to push forward. With sweat dripping and eyes filled with resolve, he reminds himself that he can't return to his old, helpless self. Quitting is no longer an option. Exhausted and lying on a bench, he stares up at the sky, frustrated but determined, wondering how they can defeat their powerful opponent. The protagonist is overwhelmed in combat. His jabs have no effect, and he's struck down, questioning if a single jab could ever defeat his opponent. In a moment of desperation, he remembers the special cards he possesses, healing beans and high pitch. A spark of hope reignites as he thinks he might stand a chance. But reality hits. Despite the items, he smiles with bitter acceptance, realizing it's still not enough. Victory isn't possible, not yet. The protagonist hears someone approaching and looks up as a voice calls out, "Excuse me." A group of older boys confronts him. One casually asks if he's in high school, raising suspicion about their intentions. The protagonist nervously replies. One of the boys pretends to understand, then shifts the conversation, claiming they don't have money to get home and asking him to lend them some, hinting at an upcoming confrontation. The main guy from a group pretends to understand the situation and act sympathetic, saying he also doesn't have money, maintaining a fake polite tone. The mood shifts. Surrounded, the protagonist is told bluntly that he clearly doesn't understand what's going on. The group's true intentions start to surface. The leader drops the act completely, aggressively declaring he's ripping him off. The protagonist is caught off guard and panics. The protagonist nervously explains that he truly doesn't have any money, trying to avoid confrontation. The thug clenches his fist, assuming the protagonist is resisting, and threatens him with violence, saying he looks like the kind who needs a beating to comply. Before the thug can act, the protagonist lands a clean jab to his face. The system registers the move, marking a sudden and decisive counterattack. The protagonist is stunned by the impact of his own punch, surprised at how effective it was. The thug clutches his face in pain and quickly backpedals, apologizing and pretending the protagonist struck first. He shifts the blame, calling him the type who throws the first punch. A system notification appears. His jab skill has leveled up. The protagonist stares in shock, realizing he's just grown stronger. The protagonist looks at the system window in disbelief, surprised that his skill has reached mastery. He checks his attack card, boxing jab, now maxed out at 100. He realizes it hadn't increased past 97 for a long time and wonders if landing a real hit was the key to leveling up. The system congratulates him, confirming that he has officially mastered the jab. The system announces that the protagonist's jab has ranked up to E. He looks at his fist, shocked and amazed. Realizing the jab is now officially E rank, he begins to understand that with each level, the skill might become even stronger. But while he's caught in thought, the thug charges at him furiously, shouting and preparing to strike, taking advantage of his distraction. The protagonist lands another powerful jab, hitting the thug square in the chest with explosive force. He immediately notices the difference. The jab feels sharper, faster, and far more precise than before. The thug is left stunned, realizing too late that the punch wasn't just quick, it was also much stronger. The protagonist clenches his glowing fist, now empowered by the upgraded jab, filled with new hope. As he looks down at his defeated opponent, he wonders if this power is enough to challenge Guhajun. But reality returns. The thug is still conscious, groaning in pain, while his gang watches. The moment of confidence is interrupted. The other thugs crack their knuckles and step forward menacingly. One of them gives the order to kill him. The protagonist panics, unsure of what to do next. Suddenly, a system notification pops up. A side quest has been created, catching everyone off guard. The quest instructs him to defeat 5 thugs for a silver card reward, but also mentions a hidden requirement. The protagonist realizes this is his first official side quest and wonders what the secret condition might be. The system informs him that side quests can be abandoned. He's surprised, but instantly considers giving up to avoid the upcoming fight. However, the thugs charge toward him without hesitation. Surrounded and outnumbered, panic sets in. But instead of retreating, he clenches his shirt and reinforces his resolve. He refuses to back down, questioning why he would even think of giving up. Fueled by rage and determination, the protagonist screams at the gang, declaring he won't back down no matter what. The system officially begins the side quest, confirming that the battle is now in motion. With renewed energy, he shouts that he's not afraid. The system activates the high-pitch card, enhancing his combat potential as he prepares to earn more cards through the fight. Soo-hyun stares ahead nervously, thinking he'll be attacked as soon as class ends. He's clearly tense, expecting the worst. Suddenly, someone calls his name, Kim Soo-hyun. He realizes who it is, Choi Chang-dong. This surprises Soo-hyun even more, and the tension spikes. Chang-dong casually asks, "You were here?" Soo-hyun recognizes him instantly, mentally exclaiming his name. The classroom watches with curiosity. A student asks, "What are you going to do?" Another comments, "So what? Will you fight?" Soo-hyun tries to stay calm, but is clearly panicking inside, wondering if he really has to fight again. Chang-dong delivers the message. Hajun wants to see him after school. This catches Soo-hyun completely off guard. His eyes widen in pure disbelief. Chang-dong, done with his task, walks away nonchalantly, saying he did his part. Soo-hyun, panicking, tries to stop him, but he's already gone. Soo-hyun nervously admits to himself that he's scared. He knows that facing Gu Hajun is unavoidable. A classmate confirms Soo-hyun is expected to meet Hajun after school. The tension rises. Another student bluntly says that if Soo-hyun doesn't show up, things could be worse for him. He gets warned that skipping the meeting would just result in a more brutal beating the next day. Soo-hyun is now cornered. The vending machine glows in a dramatic pause, showing Soo-hyun has a brief moment of thought or decision. Night falls. Soo-hyun hesitantly walks into the designated place, anxious and uncertain. As he enters, Hajun casually greets him. "Sup?" Soo-hyun immediately breaks into a nervous sweat. Hajun calls out Soo-hyun's name while sitting confidently with his group. The environment is calm but intimidating. Soo-hyun's inner voice screams. He's scared, but he listens. Hajun instructs him to sit. Soo-hyun stammers and nervously responds, "Okay." Soo-hyun sits silently at the karaoke room table, observing the surroundings filled with snacks and drinks. He thinks to himself, "Look at all the drinks. This is the first time I've seen so many in real life." He's clearly overwhelmed, unfamiliar with this kind of setting. Nearby, two girls whisper to each other. One asks, "Hey, do you know who that is?" The other shrugs, "Dunno." Then, noticing Soo-hyun's frozen posture, she comments, "He's just staring at the drinks." Their casual observation adds to Soo-hyun's discomfort. A voice suddenly calls out, "Hey, Kim Soo-hyun." He looks up, startled. He recognizes the voice and thinks, "Wait, she was here too." It's a girl he clearly didn't expect to see in this setting. She questions him directly, "Why did you come here?" Soo-hyun freezes. She repeats her question with more insistence. "I said, why did you come here?" He nervously responds, Hajun invited me." Internally, he repeats, "She was here too," still surprised by her presence. Another voice chimes in from across the room, trying to stir things up. "Hey, new guy, sing us a song." Soo-hyun stiffens, panic setting in. He thinks, sing? I can't sing, though." He's clearly not ready for the attention. His eyes land on the karaoke remote, its buttons glowing. He thinks, "Oh man, this is insane. All the buttons are lit up. I don't even know what to press." The pressure mounts. Despite his panic, Soo-hyun takes a deep breath. He thinks, "Let's just try it." And with that, he presses the remote. A message flashes on screen, activating high pitch. Soo-hyun stands confidently in front of the karaoke mic, a glow of energy surrounding him. He thinks to himself, "Since I have my cards," he activates a skill that boosts his performance. A bright aura and music notes swirl around him. He begins to sing. His voice surprises everyone in the room. We see a close-up of him giving it his all, eyes glowing, backed by the high-pitched singing effect from the activated card. He holds the mic with confidence, his voice reverberating through the room. One of the girls pauses mid-sip, clearly stunned. Her face turns serious, eyebrows slightly raised as she listens intently. Two girls sitting nearby whisper to each other. One says, "Wow." The other adds, "Amazing." They're visibly impressed. Even Hejun, sitting casually with a drink, looks up in mild surprise. He murmurs, "Whoa." Even he didn't expect this level of performance. Soo-hyun finishes the song and looks slightly shy. He rubs the back of his neck and nervously asks, "Did I do well?" He's clearly unsure, despite the stunned reactions. The black-haired girl, calm and composed, responds with a slight smirk. "I thought you'd sing some anime track." Her tone is neutral, but shows she didn't expect that kind of song from him. Two girls at the table whisper among themselves. Girl 1 says with a giggle, "Me too, LOL." Girl 2 responds, "He's kinda cute." They're clearly impressed by Soo-hyun's earlier performance. One of the girls leans in and asks, "Do you think he likes someone?" The other girl, visibly excited, adds, "Man, that was surprising." The focus shifts to a group of guys talking nearby. One of them looks at Soo-hyun and asks, "So, are you going to talk to him?" Another replies, "Dude," he's saying with no hesitation. "He's got balls." They're acknowledging that Soo-hyun has guts. A third guy reacts, "I thought he was going to get beat up the moment he walked in." Then, with a confused expression, he says, "Hejun, who is he?" The next guy wonders aloud, "Wait, that wasn't Hejun's friend." Soo-hyun is standing nervously with the mic. He's confused and processing what he just heard. He thinks, Hejun's friend? So, he walked in with Hejun and got to sing. Then realization hits him. What the? Soo-hyun is standing nervously with the mic. He's confused and processing what he just heard. He thinks, Hejun's friend? So, he walked in with Hejun and got to sing. Then realization hits him. What the? Soo-hyun is stunned. Apparently, everyone saw me walk in with Hejun. His eyes widen. "He's not going to hit me?" One of the boys suddenly asks, "Hey Soo-hyun, want to sing another song?" Soo-hyun, now a little more confident, quickly replies, "I'm down." Another guy adds, "Oh, he's chill." With a smile, Soo-hyun thinks, "I finally know now." And then it hits him what my answer is. As he smiles brightly, he finishes his thought. The rumors were false. Soo-hyun smiles and calmly reassures someone, "I'm fine. Don't worry about it." His thoughts follow. Hejun was a nice guy all along. His fear has now completely turned into admiration. A beautiful sky fades in with light shining through the clouds as Soo-hyun walks. This is a first. He looks content, finally at peace. Excited and energized, Soo-hyun heads out the door. "I'm off to school." Then he reflects happily. "I've never looked forward to walking to school." As he walks alongside other students, he observes, "I don't even care if I get made fun of now." He's finally feeling a sense of belonging. Smiling brightly, he continues thinking, "My school life is set now." Then adds with confidence, "Hejun told me to trust him if anything happens." Suddenly, the familiar system screen pops up. "System, there are no active quests." Soo-hyun comments internally, "There really haven't been any since yesterday." His mind drifts in curiosity. I should go ask Hejun about the quests. But then, a voice from behind calls out to him. "Yo!" Soo-hyun turns his head and responds, "Huh." Soo-hyun arrives at school when Hejun spots him. Hejun greets him casually. "Now you're here." Soo-hyun smiles back. "Yeah." Soo-hyun asks, "You just came as well?" Hejun responds, "Let's head in together." Suddenly, a familiar blue screen flashes in front of Soo-hyun. System, starting the main quest. Soo-hyun is startled and thinks, "Main quest." His thoughts continue as excitement builds. Tutorial is over. So the main storyline begins now. He wonders eagerly, what will the rewards be? Another screen pops up. System, you will receive a platinum card once the main quest is completed. Soo-hyun is shocked. Platinum card? He recalls that a platinum card is ranked higher than the gold cards he's received before. That's a step above gold. This must be insanely powerful. Determined, he adds, "I don't care how hard it is." Someone nearby asks, "What are you doing?" But Su-Yun ignores the question as his eyes lock onto the next system prompt. System: fight with the leader of class 1-1, Lee Byung-jin, and force his submission. Reward: platinum card. Time limit: 72 hours. Su-Yun clenches his fist, eyes filled with resolve, and then say, "Let's go." The protagonist, with a worried expression, acknowledges Gu Hejun's intimidating reputation. But what's even more alarming is the challenge ahead. He must defeat the leader of West Gangbuk High within just 3 days. Then, he checks his attack card. It's a boxing jab with a skill rank of F, 97 out of 100. But the harsh reality sinks in. Even that didn't work on him. Hajin stares up nervously as a tall student confronts him and asks, "You got something to say?" Overwhelmed, Hajin internally panics, thinking, "What should I do?" Suddenly, the system responds with notifications. As the main quest proceeds, a side quest will be activated. The system announces a new reward. You can now earn even more cards. The system confirms that the side quest is now officially underway. With focused determination in his eyes, the protagonist reassures himself that he can handle it. The gang mocks him, asking if he's boxed before. But despite their confidence, the protagonist reminds himself it's only 5 of them. The protagonist panics, questioning how he could possibly fight off 5 opponents. But then he comes up with a desperate plan, 1 jab for each of them. He unleashes another powerful jab, the system recognizing it again. It's the only move he has, but he's putting everything into it. One of the thugs watches in shock as his ally, Sankyo, drops from the sudden blow. Reality hits them. They underestimated him. The protagonist stands tense as the other thugs panic, shouting Sankyo's name and questioning if he's okay. They surround Sankyo, trying to wake him up. His eyes remain shut, and confusion turns to fear. They think he might be unconscious or worse. The protagonist watches in shock as the system confirms 1 win out of 5. While the others scream in denial, he questions the damage he just caused. Did he actually kill him? The protagonist is relieved after hearing one of the thugs confirm that Sankyo is just knocked out from a clean hit to the chin. The leader yells at his group to attack. The protagonist analyzes the situation, realizing chin strikes might be his key to survival, and knows he must stay sharp. 3 thugs step up aggressively. They downplay the knockout as luck and threaten him, but the protagonist stays alert, knowing 4 enemies still remain. The gang mocks him, asking if he's boxed before. But despite their confidence, the protagonist reminds himself it's only 5 of them. He realizes that if he gets surrounded, it's over. He needs to think smart, not just fight hard. He reflects in silence, trying to prove to himself that he can handle this on his own. The gang spots the protagonist hiding in a corner and mocks him, thinking he's given up or panicking. The protagonist hides inside a narrow hallway, catching his breath. It's a tight space, perfect for controlling the fight one-on-one. Though his strategy is sound, he knows his stamina is wearing thin. The gang continues taunting him, but he remains focused, knowing this spot gives him the best chance. The thugs mock him, saying he has no stamina and only knows how to jab. But the protagonist holds a glowing item. His plan is clear now. He consumes the healing beans. The system confirms it, and his energy begins to return. Meanwhile, 1 thug steps forward, ready to attack. The system notifies that his stamina is fully refilled. The thug charges at him, yelling that this hit is for Sankyo. The protagonist counters the charging thug with a precise and powerful jab, landing a clean hit as the system registers it. He immediately dashes forward, pressing the attack to maintain control of the fight in the narrow hallway. With rapid, continuous jabs, he overwhelms the thug. The system repeatedly confirms each strike. This isn't just 1 hit anymore, it's a full barrage. The remaining thugs are stunned. They expected the protagonist to be exhausted, but his relentless attacks are catching them off guard. The protagonist realizes he's finally mastered the jab. With control and confidence, he feels capable of fighting freely, and even considers facing Gu Hejun someday. Another thug is down. The system marks 2 out of 5 victories. The protagonist tightens his stance, believing he can win if he keeps this up. The remaining thugs panic. With both Sankyol and Dongjin down, they start dramatically mourning their friends, believing they've fallen in battle. The protagonist activates the high-pitch card, dashing in at full speed while yelling that no one is dead, correcting their overreactions mid-fight. He lands a precise jab to the chin. The system logs another victory, 3 out of 5. The keyword remains clear: target the chin. The protagonist lands a final jab to the thug's chin. The system confirms all 5 enemies are defeated, completing the side quest. Exhausted, he collapses among the unconscious bodies. The system declares the side quest complete. He breathes heavily, realizing he actually finished it. The protagonist looks up in shock as the system notifies him: hidden requirements achieved. A system message reveals the hidden condition: he won without taking any damage from enemies. Another system alert appears: congratulations, you receive a gold card for achieving the hidden requirement. The protagonist stands frozen, stunned by the unexpected reward. The protagonist reflects on how he was simply running away out of fear of getting hit. He's surprised that this act unintentionally met the hidden requirement. He stares at the golden reward card in awe, realizing that achieving the hidden requirement has now upgraded his quest rewards. He begins to say reward, in shock, then breaks into a wide-eyed realization, calling himself fortunate for this unexpected outcome. The protagonist excitedly commands the system to reveal the gold card. His expression turns to shock as he sees something unexpected. He stares at the card in confusion, wondering what it means. A sunny school building is shown, indicating the setting has shifted back to a normal school day. The system issues a mission: fight Gu Hejun, the leader of West Gangbuk High, and win within 8 hours. The reward is a platinum card. The protagonist sits at his desk looking stressed, showing that 3 days have passed since the quest was given, and the deadline is approaching. The protagonist is stressed, realizing there's only 8 hours left to complete his task. He reviews his cards: an E-rank jab, healing beans, and a new gold card, totaling 4 cards. He remembers how powerful Gu Hejun is, shown standing over a pile of defeated students. Despite the odds, he's determined to win. The protagonist looks determined and anxious, realizing that if he doesn't act, things will return to how they used to be, filled with bullying and violence. Flashback sequence shows the protagonist's traumatic past, where he was constantly beaten and humiliated by others. Sitting in class, his friend Kuza notices something is wrong and jokingly asks about it. The protagonist, while brushing it off, internally resolves to protect Kuza as well. The protagonist smiles, realizing that Gu Hejun has always helped him and taken beatings in his place. Kuza reflects on how lucky he is to have a true friend like Gu Hejun, who even took hits for him. The protagonist regrets never expressing his gratitude and decides to thank Kuza while he still can. Soohyun smiles and sincerely thanks Kuza, feeling like he's heading towards something final. Kuza looks concerned and questions Soohyun's words. Soohyun is surprised as he hears someone's arrival. Gu Hejun has appeared. Gu Hejun stands confidently in the doorway and asks what Soohyun is doing. Hejun suggests going to the cafeteria. Soohyun internally debates whether to tell Hejun about the upcoming fight, unsure how to approach it. Soohyun forces a smile and agrees to go to the cafeteria, hiding his fear and deciding to delay telling him. 2 students are walking together, laughing and chatting casually. One of them is holding an ice cream cone. The student with the ice cream accidentally bumps into someone, smearing the ice cream onto the person's shirt. Looking surprised, the student apologizes and asks who the other person is, not realizing whom he just ran into. Gu Hejun turns around after someone calls his name, looking serious and focused. The main character is visibly shocked and tense upon seeing Hejun. A girl calmly brushes her hair, unfazed by the tension in the room. The boy with glasses looks uneasy, sweating slightly as he observes the situation. Gu Hejun holds another student by the collar, looking serious while speaking. The main character stands silently, thinking about how they were supposed to head to the cafeteria, as he looks at the tense scene unfolding. Gu Hejun stares coldly at Soo-hyun and calls him a son of a bitch, filled with disgust. Soo-hyun glares back, angrily calling out Gu Hejun with the same insult. He declares that the reason he received the cards was to take down someone like him. Soo-hyun begins to speak with determination. He utters Kim Soo-hyun's name, signaling that he's finally ready to act. Gu Hejun looks at Soo-hyun and asks, "Was that directed at me?" Soo-hyun responds without fear, saying, "It was Mother ******. He internally expresses his trust in the card system. With a fierce glare, Soo-hyun warns, "Open your jaws, be *****. Determined and confident, Soo-hyun prepares to unleash his new gold card, saying, "I'm going to shove a new trick down your throat." The protagonist stares with determination, thinking to himself, "Good. Now I just need to do as I practice." He raises his hand confidently and calls out Kim Soo-hyun's name, preparing to confront him. He thinks, "Here it comes." Instead of reacting aggressively, Kim Soo-hyun suddenly pats him on the head and smirks, saying, "I'm touched." The protagonist is left confused, thinking, "Huh?" Gu Hejun smirks and asks sarcastically if the other guy got mad because he messed with his classmate. The main character is shocked and confused as Gu Hejun casually pats his head, telling him not to get mad because friends don't fight. With his arm around the protagonist's shoulder, Gu Hejun cheerfully says, "Let's go get some food." The scene opens with students casually hanging out in the schoolyard. A group of boys are seen playing soccer, giving a normal school day vibe. Two female students are gossiping on the bleachers. One of them asks if the other heard about what happened earlier. The mood shifts with curiosity. The conversation intensifies as they reveal that someone tried to pick a fight with Gu Hejun, a notorious and powerful student. They're shocked and eager to know who would dare to confront him. Kim Soo-hyun sits alone on the stairs and reveals with a serious expression, it was Kim Soo-hyun. His posture and tone show the weight of the situation. He reflects in disbelief, wondering how he's still alive. He recalls hearing that Gu Hejun said he wouldn't fight and expresses his surprise at the unexpected apology. Conflicted thoughts race through his mind. He questions what he should do next. He realizes the rumors about Hejun being good to his friends might be true and begins to consider that Hejun truly sees him as a friend. Soo-hyun reflects that no matter how bad the rumors are about Gu Hejun, he still treats him normally. Other students are laughing nearby, but Soo-hyun stays lost in thought. Soo-hyun looks at the quest screen, which says he must fight Gu Hejun and win within 2 hours to earn a platinum card. He realizes time is running out and he might not act at all. A friend notices Soo-hyun's change in mood and asks what's wrong. Soo-hyun replies it's about Gu Hejun again. The girl laughs and teases Kim Soo-hyun, asking if he got mad after seeing Gu Hejun beat someone up. Soo-hyun denies it, saying that wasn't the reason. Kim Soo-hyun quietly calls out Baek Chiron. She looks at him curiously and responds with Soo-hyun asks her directly why she hangs out with someone like Gu Hejun. The girl laughs and teases Kim Soo-hyun, asking if he got mad after seeing Gu Hejun beat someone up. Soo-hyun denies it, saying that wasn't the reason. Kim Soo-hyun quietly calls out Baek Chiron. She looks at him curiously and responds with Soo-hyun asks her directly why she hangs out with someone like Gu Hejun. Soo-hyun recalls how Baek Chiron helped him when he was beaten by Choi Chang-song and also informed him about Gu Hejun. He reflects on how she doesn't bully others even when surrounded by delinquents, and sometimes even acts kindly. Baek Chiron responds coldly, saying she only does it because it's convenient. Baek Chiron responds calmly, asking if he was expecting a different answer. Kim Soo-hyun processes her response quietly and says, "I see." Kim Soo-hyun looks down, disappointed, starting to say, "You are just another," but gets interrupted by someone calling hey. Baek Chiron sternly warns Kim Soo-hyun not to cross the line. Chiron explains that talking to him doesn't mean they're close. Soo-hyun apologizes, saying he thought they were friends. Chiron silently blames her looks for the misunderstanding. Someone urgently yells Kim Soo-hyun's name, catching him off guard. He turns around, surprised. The student yells at Kim Soo-hyun, warning him that it's not the time to be relaxing. The student's face is filled with panic and urgency. Kim Soo-hyun's eye widens in shock, realizing something serious is happening. Kim Soo-hyun is shocked, reacting to unexpected news with a confused expression. The scene shifts to an open schoolyard or rooftop area, setting up a new location. A group of delinquents mockingly laugh at something they overheard, clearly targeting someone as they joke about repeating it. The student demands Gu Ha-jun to be called, showing determination. One of the delinquents mocks the student, touching his face and sarcastically asking if Ha-jun must appear just because he said so. They recognize him as Soo-hyun's sidekick and belittle him, suggesting he's mistaken if he thinks he's important just because of that connection. A student aggressively charges forward, shouting that the other guy doesn't even look like a high schooler. Another group of students walks forward, but one of them tells the group to stop. Gu Ha-jun arrives calmly, wearing slippers, and confronts the group, saying, "So, you were looking for me?" Gu Ha-jun shows up calmly and asks, "What's up?" while facing the group. His friend clenches his fist in frustration, but hesitates and says, "Stop." Then, he yells at the group, demanding them to stop messing with Soo-hyun. Gu Ha-jun is confused and asks, "What?" as the student sternly tells him to stop messing with Soo-hyun, accusing him of bullying by using his strength to control him. In a sudden outburst, Gu Ha-jun punches the student hard in the face, sending him flying. The onlookers are stunned. One of them reacts in shock, calling the scene insane. Gu Ha-jun crouches next to the student he slapped, declaring that he and Soo-hyun are friends. Ha-jun aggressively covers the other student's face with his hand, expressing his hatred for kids like him. He then delivers a powerful punch, accusing them of not acting like humans. The bruised student says that the world is divided into different classes, implying they're the hierarchy people should stick to. Ha-jun grabs the student's collar and questions if he was messing with Soo-hyun, before asserting that what the student is doing right now is exactly that. Ha-jun, smiling slightly, warns the student not to hang out with Soo-hyun anymore, saying that he's lowering Soo-hyun's status. The guy in glasses says if the reason for interference is friendship with Soo-hyun, then it's misplaced. He adds that Soo-hyun probably doesn't even see him as a friend. Just then, another student appears and lands a surprise jab to the face of the guy in the white shirt, assisted by the system. The onlookers are shocked by the sudden attack. A foot steps forward as someone mutters Soo-hyun's name with tension. The black-haired guy reacts with a questioning look and asks, "Soo-hyun?" The man with glasses answers seriously, "Yakuza." A flashback shows a younger version of the character being scolded or protected in a classroom. He begins to speak seriously. He admits that if it weren't for Soo-hyun, he wouldn't have been able to survive. A student bursts into the room shouting, alerting others that a fight has broken out. Students inside the classroom react in shock after hearing about a fight. One asks where it's happening. Outside the school, Kim Soo-hyun and Gu Ha-jun face each other as a crowd of students gathers behind them. Students in the crowd whisper among themselves, wondering if the fight is really happening and whether the matchup is even fair. A student urgently warns Kim Soo-hyun, questioning if he's lost his mind for trying to take on Gu Ha-jun. A concerned classmate suggests stopping the fight, fearing Soo-hyun could die. But no one wants to intervene, knowing how dangerous it is. Someone calmly calls out Kim Soo-hyun's name, signaling the start of something serious. Gu Ha-jun questions Kim Soo-hyun, asking if he truly wants to go through with this fight. Soo-hyun, with his back turned, responds coldly. He's hurt, recalling how he once thought they were friends. Ha-jun cuts him off and clarifies his stance, saying the only friend he recognizes is Yakuza, showing how far their bond has broken. 3 glowing cards appear, gold, silver, and bronze, each indicating different quest choices. The protagonist enters a fighting stance, surrounded by radiant energy, calling this the most intense moment he's ever had at school. With fierce determination in his eyes, he declares he'll end the fight in 5 seconds. The system then activates the quest. Group of students are talking among themselves, clearly shocked. They just heard someone claim he'll defeat Ha-jun in 5 seconds. The students look at each other in disbelief and mock the statement. Their expressions show doubt, surprise, and ridicule, like they think the speaker is crazy or overconfident. Man shouting front center, and man shouting left trade insults while man right short black hair, white watches quietly. The man with black hair declares he's still an no match for Hajun as they face each other. Young man determined clenches his fist, steeling himself with a fierce resolve. Soo-hyun jabs Ha-jun square in the face with a strong, focused strike. Guk-hee-young locks eyes with the woman, their silent tension cutting sharper than any blade. Soo-hyun raises his fist, ready to strike with focused intent. A young man checks his wrist and states, 5 seconds has already passed. Both students shouting left reacts with shock, while the young man left gray hoodie looks surprised. Ha-jun takes a sharp jab straight to the face, caught off guard by the sudden strike. Young man determined bites his fist, shocked, and thinks, what the hell, Kim Soo-hyun? Was he this good at boxing? A young man snaps his head around, eyes wide as he shouts, KO Ha-jun can't do anything. Wait, is this really? Stomps the ground hard, warning if this goes on. Soo-hyun throws a sharp jab straight at Ha-jun's surprised face. Others clenches his fist and demands, what should we do if Ko Ha-jun loses for real? While the second student warns, don't fucking spit nonsense. Fat boy narrows his eyes, questioning the situation with a sharp, but isn't it quite strange? Huh? Soo-hyun right short black hair, white raises his fists, recalling how Kim Soo-hyun fought him last time. Soo-hyun throws a sharp jab, but the man in the white shirt blocks it cleanly. Soo-hyun taunts, I think he only knows how to jab. Soo-hyun kneels, struggling to stay upright as pain takes hold. Ha-jun calls out the bowed figure, mocking, you only know how to do that, HUH? Students lock eyes, counting down the tense, final seconds. 5 seconds. Soo-hyun clenches his fists, grimacing with determination. I only need 5 seconds to win. Soo-hyun punches the man in black, who recoils with a shocked, I'm dumbfounded. Ha-jun lies bruised on the ground as the man, right short black hair, white looks down, mocking, really? You're trying to win with just jabbing. Soo-hyun sits cross-legged on the bed, lost in thought, questioning if jabbing alone can beat Ko Ha-jun. Clenches a fist, confident the jab has grown stronger despite doubts about the final skill. Soo-hyun, right short black hair, white, explains he only has the card earned from the last subquest. Soo-hyun, right short black hair, white, explains he only has the card earned from the last subquest. Soo-hyun locks eyes with his target, calculating if 5 seconds of extra strength can secure the win. Soo-hyun forward shouting, while one student stands firm, bracing for impact. Ha-jun punches the Soo-hyun's face while shouting, what are you doing? Boys stand close together, exchanging shocked questions about Ha-jun's unexpected move. Soo-hyun bends over, clutching his thigh and catching his breath after the failed tackle. Soo-hyun locks eyes with his target, counting down 5 seconds before activating the additional strength card. Soo-hyun runs urgently down the narrow corridor, shouting, 5 seconds. I must do more, as he closes in on one student. Soo-hyun slams his fist into the ground, sending debris and dust flying as he yells, what the hell are you doing? Soo-hyun struggles, voice breaking as he admits, I can't. Soo-hyun runs forward shouting, 5 seconds. I can't stop. Ha-jun punches the man in the black jacket, sending him recoiling backward. Ha-jun punches Soo-hyun while demanding, I'm asking, what are you doing? Soo-hyun, leaning forward, leans heavily on the tall man standing, counting down 5 seconds until I grab the chance. Clenching the green bean in their mouth, they declare, I grabbed it, the chance. Ha-jun lowers his gaze, muttering, F-U-C-K, with a sharp edge of frustration. 3 men shout and rush forward, desperate to stop the chaos unfolding before them. Ha-jun leans in, voice sharp as he snarls, H-E-Y, I'll kill you for real. Grips the fabric with sudden force, eyes narrowing as the word H-U-H cuts through the tension. Ha-Jun grips the arm of the Soo-hyun, leaning forward, who struggles to move. Soo-hyun clenches his jaw, bruises and cuts marking his face as he summons additional strength. Young man determined holds up a card, explaining it's a different kind of attack card with the ability of additional strength. Soo-hyun activates the attack card, boosting his weight by 100 kilograms for 5 seconds. Soo-hyun doubles his weight again, pushing it up to 156 kilograms as he leans forward against the man holding him. Man shouting left and man shouting right react with shock surprise while one student stays calm nearby. Soo-hyun lifts Ha-Jun right short black hair, white off the ground with raw force. Soo-hyun leaning forward slams Ha-Jun shouting front center onto the ground with brutal force. Ha-Jun shouting right yells with fierce intensity, voice cracking through the tension. Soo-hyun removes his black jacket, revealing a white tank top as he clenches his fists. Young man determined slams person slammed down headfirst into the ground with brutal force. Ha-Jun right short black hair, white shouts in oh way, blood staining his shocked face. Soo-hyun lands a brutal punch on Ha-Jun, whose shocked expression says it all. What kind of punching power? Ha-Jun lies on the ground, hand resting as he says, the time to use additional strength has ended. Soo-hyun determined stands back to back with the other man, their tense silence broken only by the words, I lost, and you have completed the main quest. A crowd of men shouts fiercely as Gookie-young and the woman with black hair react with surprise, eyes locked ahead. Soo-hyun shouting right yells, I'm taking the reward, as the system announces the reward. Morning at school. 2 boys laugh and chat in class. One boy looks surprised after hearing something. An empty desk reveals Ko Ha-Jun is absent again. They mock him, saying he was humiliated in front of everyone and feel relieved he's not there. Flashback shows Ha-Jun losing badly, not to a top fighter, but to Kim Soo-hyun, shocking everyone. A student rushes to the door, warning everyone to stay quiet. Someone important is passing by. The school leader walks down the hallway confidently, students stepping aside in shock. Whispers spread. It's Kim Soo-hyun, the one who beat Ko Ha-Jun. The pressure is heavy. Soo-hyun looks tense and confused, questioning how things turned out this way. In the restroom, he checks his card in disbelief. He finally accepts it. He truly beat Ko Ha-Jun and earned a platinum card. He remembers the pain and struggle behind earning the platinum card. It's supposed to be above gold. Excited, he activates it, eager to see how powerful it is. The card glows as he reveals its ability. It's a peeking card, lets him see his opponent's info. He's confused since it's not an attack skill. He questions if this is really good, then suddenly reacts, realizing something about the peeking ability. Someone outside the stall asks what he's muttering. He quickly denies it and comes out. He prepares himself. A tense classmate calls his name. He answers quietly. The atmosphere feels heavy. People stare and whisper. He apologizes, feeling pressured. Rumors explode. Everyone knows he beat Ko Ha-Jun. He feels overwhelmed and dizzy. Some say he looks kind. Others call him cunning and dangerous. He silently rejects the rumors in frustration. Rumors spiral. People say Ko Ha-Jun is in ICU. Soo-hyun insists he's fine, but the gossip gets worse. The stories turn absurd, hitting his dad, being a psychopath. He's stunned by how crazy it sounds. Now they claim he's older and even tied to the Yakuza. He's overwhelmed. More exaggerations spread about ranks and fights. He decides he must clear this up immediately. Upperclassmen confront him. They confirm he's the one who beat Ko Ha-Jun. Nervous, he admits his name and wonders what he did wrong. First-year leader Lee Hyun-dong loudly greets Soo-hyun with his group. Soo-hyun panics, confused why first-years are bowing to him. They declare he's the new leader of Gangbukseo High. It's natural for juniors to greet him. Hyun-dong kneels in front of him. Everyone watches. Soo-hyun desperately tells him not to kneel. Soo-hyun insists there's a misunderstanding. He doesn't want to be leader. He just wants a normal school life. The freshman thinks Soo-hyun is abandoning them. He insists he has nothing to do with them. He apologizes but tells them to leave. He doesn't want to get involved. He learns they're led by Lee Hyundong, the freshman head. Hyundong used to follow Ko Hajuan, but Hajuan found them annoying. Since Hajuan lost to Soo-hyun, they now see Soo-hyun as the new leader and want to follow him. Soo-hyun is speechless. He asks what their real goal is. Hyundong declares it clearly. They want to unite Kangbuk. Kangbuk is a battlefield of top high schools expanding power. Ko Hajuan didn't care, but Hyundong does. Hyundong wants to unite Kangbuk under Soo-hyun. Soo-hyun thinks Hyundong is crazy and decides to stay away. He rejects the idea completely and promises himself not to get involved. He reassures himself that life is peaceful now and he'll just attend school normally. The system suddenly activates, creating a main quest. Main quest: rule over Kangbuk SEO High. First step: defeat the freshman. He considers giving up, but the system warns that quitting will erase all rewards. He realizes he can't afford to stay weak. He remembers his past, being beaten and humiliated. He refuses to go back to that life. Hyundong calls them foolish. The group looks confused. Hyundong suddenly claims he was just testing them. Soo-hyun declares he will take over Kangbuk SEO High from now on. The freshmen explode with excitement, shouting about uniting Kangbuk, while Soo-hyun internally screams no. Soo-hyun forces a tough expression, saying it's nice to see his subordinates happy, but inside, he never agreed to unite anything. Later, alone at his desk, he gets chills and worries things might get worse. He tells himself not to jinx it. Whenever he relaxes, the system gives him a quest. He remembers the peeking card and realizes he still hasn't used it. After being bothered by freshmen all day, he decides he should use the card soon, but he's too exhausted and ends up zoning out. Someone taps him. He snaps out his daze. Baek Chiron confronts him, saying rumors spread that he'll take over Kangbuk SEO High. He awkwardly denies it, but she teases him and calls him funny. She notices him staring and leans closer, asking what he's looking at. She questions his eyes. He stays frozen, realizing he may have been staring too intensely. He suddenly activates, peeking, while staring at Baek Chiron. She looks confused. The system confirms, peeking is being used. Baek Chiron blushes angrily as the system begins scanning her as the target. Peeking reveals Baek Chiron's stats. He's surprised by her actual ability. He realizes he can see other people's abilities clearly. Find it interesting. He thinks her fighting ability is lower than expected. She suddenly feels offended. He wonders if he can use peeking on himself and activates it. His own stats appear. He compares them calmly. Before he reacts further, Chiron slaps him hard for staring. He wonders what potential really means. After getting slapped, he suspects it's related to fighting growth. He reviews the peeking card again and realizes it's more useful than he expected. Still holding his cheek, he admits the card is actually pretty good. Suddenly chaos in the hallway. People shout to move aside. A powerful group arrives. Students whisper in fear, spreading wild rumors about him. He's shocked that everyone is staring at him strangely. The tattooed guy grins and praises him as the perfect leader. Soo-hyun internally panics. Soo-hyun confronts him directly, demanding to know what he's doing. The guy presents a blood-stained envelope, monthly money. Soo-hyun explodes, asking why he's being given money and why there's blood on it. The guy casually says it's freshman's blood. Soo-hyun refuses and demands they take it back. The tattooed senior looks genuinely flustered for the first time. Sweat runs down his face as he insists the money isn't enough and offers to bring more. The MC immediately refuses. The power balance has clearly flipped. The MC is internally frustrated and confused. He tells the senior to leave and insists it's an order. In his head, he can't understand why this guy is acting like this at all. The system activates peeking again. A status window appears for Lee Hyundong. Strength C, Speed C, Endurance B, Intelligence B, but Potential F. The MC is stunned. That terrible potential explains everything. The senior suddenly blushes awkwardly, scratching his head like a shy follower. The MC realizes something is very wrong. This supposed gangster leader feels less threatening and more strange. The MC decides to walk away, thinking it's better not to get involved with someone like him. Behind him, the senior panics and calls out desperately. The MC remains calm, telling himself that getting involved will only bring trouble. He pauses when he hears talk about an inauguration ceremony. At first, it feels unnecessary and excessive, but he senses that something bigger is moving behind the scenes. The system interface appears again, listing clear conditions to dominate the school. One requirement stands unfinished: the leader's inauguration. He realizes this ceremony is not about pride. It is a mandatory step to move forward. After a brief moment of thought, he accepts it internally. If becoming the leader is part of the path, then he will take the position properly. His calm decision contrasts with the overwhelming excitement of the others. The atmosphere shifts. Students gather with disciplined seriousness. The once chaotic gang members now stand in formation, their expressions sharp and focused. The mood feels more like an organized faction than a group of delinquents. He stands at the front, composed and steady. With a single command, the entire room responds in perfect synchronization. Dozens of bodies bow at once, sealing his authority. The system confirms the inauguration is complete. The leader awkwardly tries to regain control of the room. A briefing begins. A map is shown as the situation in Kangbuk is explained. Kangbuk is described as a battlefield after its former unifier stepped down, causing a power struggle. Kangbuk Donghai's leader is introduced as unstable and dangerous, surrounded by dark rumors. Kangbuk Namhai's leader is introduced as calm and model-like on the surface, but secretly suspicious. The briefing turns tense as the threat against Kangbuk CEO is emphasized. Soo-hyun casually suggests avoiding conflict, confusing everyone. The others are stunned by his carefree reaction and question his seriousness. It's revealed rival schools are already targeting him because of his reputation. A flashback shows Soo-hyun defeating multiple opponents, fueling the rumors about running Kim Soo-hyun. Soo-hyun explodes in frustration after learning the rumors were intentionally spread. The senior shamelessly admits he created the rumors, shocking everyone. Soo-hyun refuses to fight and distances himself from a group. He firmly declares he won't attend any gang meeting and will live normally. Later at home, he relaxes peacefully, convincing himself this normal life is better. Soo-hyun insists protecting the school through fighting makes no sense. His sister storms in angrily after being dragged into his rumors at school. She confronts him about what others said, clearly embarrassed and upset. Soo-hyun brushes it off, claiming he already handled everything and won't cause trouble. His sister warns him seriously that if he attends any gang meeting again, she'll tell their mom. Soo-hyun lies back with a wide grin, convincing himself that everything is over. He believes he's finally free from gang politics and can live like a normal student again. In a dark hallway, a junior approaches a senior cautiously and brings up Kangbuk CO High. The senior looks uninterested at first, asking if it even matters. Money is handed over. The junior insists the news is important. The senior allows him to speak. The junior reveals the shocking news. Ko Ha-juin has lost, and there's a new leader at Kangbuk CO High. Before the sentence even settles, the senior explodes into action and delivers a brutal kick, sending the junior flying across the room. A clear display of dominance and disbelief. The injured student slumps against the wall, clutching his stomach. His voice trembles as he insists the rumor is true. He reveals the name behind everything, the so-called running Kim Soo-hyun. Cold expression replaces sympathy. The blonde fighter raises his hand casually, questioning why such nonsense should even matter to him. His presence alone feels overwhelming. Scene shifts. A bowling alley under blue neon lights. The atmosphere is relaxed, almost playful, completely opposite of the earlier tension. A student grips a bowling ball and mentions the rumor spreading fast. Ko Ha-juin of Kangbuk CO High has lost, and people are whispering that the one responsible is running Kim Soo-hyun. The bowler releases the ball smoothly down the lane. He smirks, amused rather than shocked. They say the new figure rising in Kangbuk is cruel. His response is simple. What else would he do? The smirk on his lips widens. He decides he won't wait any longer. If there's a meeting, he'll be there. Not as a guest, but as the one everyone has to acknowledge. At another location, the tattooed senior pauses mid-thought. The mention of the Kangbuk meeting unsettles him. Something about the timing feels wrong, like a trap quietly closing in. His eyes sharpen as his phone vibrates. The sudden call cuts through the silence. Instinct tells him this isn't casual, it's connected. Across town, a boy sits alone at his desk, lit by a single lamp. He answers calmly, but there's calculation behind his tone. He's already steps ahead, steering the conversation exactly where he wants it to go. The senior bristles, embarrassed that he broke his own rule about contact. The caller's calm response only deepens his suspicion. He realizes he may have just walked into someone else's game. A glowing system window appears before the boy's eyes. The objective is clear: dominate King Buxio, high completely. 2 conditions are already complete. Only the meeting remains. A reward flashes on the screen, a gold card and 10 bronze cards. Soo-hyun's smile stretches wider as he asks about the meeting date. The system reward glows beneath him. He already knows he's going. He just wants confirmation. On the other end, the tattooed senior snaps in frustration. He reminds Soo-hyun that he clearly said he wouldn't attend the Kangbuk meeting. Soo-hyun casually leans over the desk, phone in hand. 11 cards are on the line. For him, that's more than enough reason. He openly declares he'll attend anyway, leaving the senior speechless. A slow, unsettling smile forms. He says he needs to prepare, and the tone alone is enough to cause panic on the other end. Soo-hyun suddenly shoots upright, startled by the reaction. He insists he's only attending the meeting, nothing more. The senior's face darkens into a suspicious grin. He's convinced something bigger is coming. Whatever Soo-hyun is planning, it won't be simple attendance. The system activates peeking. A girl suddenly shivers and cries out, feeling an unseen gaze on her. Another student reacts the same way. Confusion spreads. They can't see anything, but they clearly feel watched. Soo-hyun sits calmly, smiling. He admits it feels strangely fun to observe others' abilities like this. Both students turn around at the same time, irritated and uneasy. They're convinced someone is spying on them. Soo-hyun notices their sharp reaction. For the first time, he realizes the skill isn't completely invisible. This ability might expose him if he's careless. Soo-hyun realizes the skill isn't harmless. If he uses peeking, the target actually feels it. That means it carries a psychological effect. The system window reveals the rank, F17/100. It can level up. The more he uses it, the stronger it becomes. He calculates quietly. Each use gives small EXP. Slow growth, but steady that he wonders what changes at E rank. Greater range? Clearer information? Or something more intrusive? His gaze drifts forward. If he's going to test it, he might as well try it on someone stronger than before. Curiosity outweighs hesitation. Soo-hyun activates peeking again, focusing carefully this time. The system confirms the skill is in use. The man with glasses stiffens instantly. He clearly senses something. That reaction alone irritates Soo-hyun. Soo-hyun brushes off the discomfort and casually mutters a nickname under his breath, then decides to ask him something directly. The status window appears above the man's head. Strength, C. Endurance, C. Intelligence, D. Speed, F. Potential, S. Soo-hyun freezes. The physical stats are average, but an S in potential? That changes everything. Soo-hyun is shaken by the S-rank potential. It's the day of the Kangbuk meeting. He reminds himself he's only going because of the 11 cards. Quest still isn't complete. He just needs to attend. He questions when he became obsessed with rewards. He plans to attend a meeting and leave quietly. Other major Kangbuk schools are coming. He gets nervous. Friends sense his trouble. Says something big will happen. They arrive. A group is already waiting. They bow and call him Sunbae. It's a gathering of each school's top fighters. They're fully prepared for a fight. Freshman volunteers step up. They show extreme loyalty, ready to risk everything for him. Friend talks big and threatens others. Girls misunderstand and think a gang fight is starting. MC stops everyone. Says only 3 will attend. Others think he's going alone to handle everything. MC gets annoyed, but sends him home anyway. He heads to the Kangbuk meeting with just 2 guys. He wonders how things escalated this much. In a closed room, a beaten man is forced to explain himself again. He apologizes, terrified. Han Jae-ha from Kangbuk Donghai appears. Calm, cold. He mocks the idea of life and family. He slaps the man hard, no mercy. Steps down, crushing him further. Says being a gangster means nothing. Raises his hand again. Warns him coldly. If you drink, you pay the price. Han Jae-ha's eyes narrow. He's not buying the bluff. The man tries to act tough, gets instantly smashed with a brutal kick. Someone interrupts, apologizing for disturbing. They remind him the Kangbuk meeting is soon. Jae-ha looks annoyed, asks if he really has to go. Scene shifts, construction site. The MC stands alone, staring up at the unfinished building. Something big is about to start. MC realizes the meeting is in a deserted construction site. They explain construction stopped, and now it's a shady hangout spot. MC thinks it's so isolated, someone could die here unnoticed. The senior shuts that idea down. MC nervously peeks inside, imagining scary thugs everywhere. Instead of violence, a group of calm, confident students greet him with a smile. The real meeting is about to begin. They confirm his identity. Kim Soo-hyun from Kangbuk CO High. Kong-suk introduces himself, friendly smile, same age. He casually tells Soo-hyun to sit on Kangbuk CO's side. Everything feels surprisingly calm. Soo-hyun starts relaxing, thinking they seem like decent guys. But his senior warns him not to be fooled by Kong-suk's smile. Even if he looks easygoing, he's still Kangbuk Nam's leader. He's unpredictable. There's a reason he became number 1. Soo-hyun realizes he can't let his guard down at this meeting. They hint that Kong-suk might actually be the most dangerous one there. Suk suddenly asks what they think about Kim Soo-hyun. Soo-hyun is confused. The vibe shifts instantly. Suk calmly says that Soo-hyun once called him weak. He admits he didn't expect that kind of provocation. Tension rises. It turns into a silent staring match. Soo-hyun starts doubting himself. Is this smiling guy really that dangerous? Soo-hyun checks the system. The quest isn't finished yet. He's waiting for the reward, wondering what abilities he'll get. Suddenly, the other school arrives, loud and aggressive. Han Jae-ha, Kangbuk Donghai's number 1, steps in with attitude. Kong-suk casually greets him, still smiling. The tension spikes. They say the new guy looks seriously dangerous. System notification pops up. Quest completed. Soo-hyun is stunned. He didn't even realize it cleared. System confirms it. 1 gold card and 10 bronze cards obtained. Soo-hyun gets hyped. He wants to leave fast and check his rewards. He's already planning how and when to use the cards. Someone suddenly grabs him and stops him. Han Jae-ha confronts him directly. His allies tense up. Things are about to escalate. Kong-suk confirms his identity. He knows Soo-hyun beat Ko Ha-juin. Without hesitation, Kong-suk challenges him. He grabs Soo-hyun by the collar, pulling him close. The real boss steps in and demands a direct fight. Kong-suk mocks him, noticing Soo-hyun smiling. Soo-hyun realizes this feels just like before, same pattern as with Ko Ha-juin. He thinks if he reacts differently, a new fight quest might trigger. He deliberately invites him inside. System pops up. Main quest starts. Defeat Ko Ha-juin again. 3 days limit, platinum card reward. Soo-hyun is shocked. This time, it's different. Kong-suk, provoked, tightens his grip. He's getting serious now. Soo-hyun thinks, even without a quest, this might turn into a fight. A senior steps in and tells them to stop. But before things settle, Kong-suk suddenly slaps the senior hard. He calls him trash and makes it clear he won't back down. The others warn him. If he fights here, Kong-suk might interfere anytime. They try to calm him down, saying there will be another chance to fight Soo-hyun. They point out that right now, Kong-suk is the biggest threat. Soo-hyun stays calm and waves it off casually. The tension drops slightly. Soo-hyun exhales in relief. Kong-suk walks away, saying it's lucky for them. Soo-hyun claps his hands together and ends it peacefully. He makes it clear, if they keep pushing, it'll only turn into a fight. Soo-hyun smiles and says he won't forget his face. Next time, they'll greet properly. He casually adds that Kang-buk Hai isn't getting involved anyway. His friends are shocked it ended without a fight. The blonde guy feels provoked. Soo-hyun activates his peeking skill, but realizes he can't leave like this. He suddenly invites them to eat together, confusing everyone. The system pops up. He's using peeking. He tries to read deeper, but the system warns his peeking rank is too low. He's frustrated. He still can't properly see Kong-suk's stats. Morning arrives. Soo-hyun walks home, exhausted, relieved it ended without a fight. Next day at school, rumors have exploded everywhere. Students panic, asking who spread such crazy stories. Turns out it's Lee Hyundong. He casually admits spreading everything early in the morning. Suddenly, he's surrounded. They call him Kang-buk's Hope and Running Kim Soo-hyun. The rumors get wild. People even claim he gained skills by killing teachers. Soo-hyun is done with this nonsense. Completely pissed. Soo-hyun's body is wrecked. He's sick from all the stress. He realizes yesterday's chaos even gave him a fever. He can't even skip school anymore. He questions what this art of fighting is doing to his life. Lying alone, he checks the time and makes sure no one's around. His mood flips. It's card reveal time. Golden cards appear in front of him. He's hyped, ready to see what reward he pulled. Soo-hyun checks his rewards. 1 gold card and 10 bronze cards. No hesitation. He opens the gold first. The gold card reveals Card Master. It lets him combine or break down cards. His mind instantly starts racing. He gets excited. If this works like a game system, he can upgrade weak cards into stronger ones. He reveals all 10 bronze cards at once. Mostly low-grade skills, small buffs, and situational abilities. One strength boost stands out. The strength card is useful, but it drops his intelligence 3 times. He decides not to rush it and saves it for the right moment. Since most bronze skills are vague, Soo-hyun decides to experiment. He uses Card Master and combines 2 bronze cards. The system activates. Fusion succeeds. 2 bronze cards turn into 1 silver card. New skill unlocked. Boxing straight. Rank F. He immediately tests it with a punch. The strike feels sharper and more solid than before. Soo-hyun realizes this system isn't random. It's something he can actually build with. He remembers his mom's warning about gambling. Looking at the scattered cards, he starts questioning himself. His body feels weird. The thrill, the tension. He realizes this system gives the same rush as gambling. He stares at the remaining bronze cards. If combining is random, then this really is a gamble. After hesitating, he decides to combine 4 cards at once. He activates Card Master again. The system lights up in front of him. Nervous but excited, he waits to see what kind of card he'll get this time. System flashes. 4 bronze cards combine, and boom. He gets 2 silver cards. Basketball 3-pointer. Soccer penalty kick. He just stares at them, completely stunned. For a second, he loses it. Starts imagining himself at the Olympics like some national athlete. Then reality hits. He argues with himself. Stop. That's enough. Silver cards are already good. If a trash gold card comes out, he's done. But the greed kicks in. He clenches the cards tighter. Why worry? If gold appears, he'll just pick the good one. That's how addicts think. He looks at the sports cards again and immediately backs down. He doesn't even like sweating. What would he do with these? Still, he can't stop. Whispering, please, like he's praying. He activates Card Master again. The system lights up one more time. He completely loses it. Holding the glowing card, he screams at himself, calling himself an idiot for getting addicted again. The system pops up. 2 silver cards combine, and it confirms it. A gold card has been created. He squeezes his eyes shut, bracing himself. Is it done? He slowly opens one eye to peek. The gold card appears. Sports Card Master. Please. And the description is insane. The slaves are talking back. He blurts out, Master, in shock, face turning red from excitement and confusion. Realization hits him hard. This isn't some random sports skill. This is a fighting card. I will resolve all your curiosity. No way. This thing's actually real? Then from now on, I will call that person. That person? Sure. Huh. Wait, did that thing just call me by name? No way. A voice? For real? No way. Someone already pulled the meet and greet card? You must be one lucky dude. Wait, does that mean there's someone else on this quest? Don't worry about it. There's nothing for you to be stressed over. Honestly, we've met before. He's standing there, desperate for answers. What do you mean that job? Is it the last quest? The doubt's real, and the stakes are way higher than he thought. I get it, you're curious. But trust? Yeah, that's not happening yet. So, show me your skill first, if you can. Unite Gangbuk Dong Hai and Gangbuk Nam Hai. Only then will I feel like I can trust your skills. What kind of crazy plan is this? If I need to unite them, I'll have to fight. But why should I even bother? Are you seriously about to just give up? Don't you see this as a chance? Like a real opportunity waiting to be grabbed. Time's ticking, gears turning, what's stopping you? Your eyesight's sharper now, and you're standing taller than before. Things are definitely changing. This is the moment everything flips. You're breaking free from all that pain. As you throw that punch, your life's starting to change. Turns out, all the hype was just cause of gold cards. They hold way more power than anyone thought. Bronze, silver, gold, platinum. Is that really all you're aiming for? Don't settle for the basics. Diamond, master, challenger. Aren't you curious what those cards can actually do? That's the last time I let you babysit. You're impossible to work with. When you hear your name called out, but you're caught off guard and left wondering, huh? Sunbi, I thought you passed away. Everyone's losing it, grabbing him like he's some kind of miracle. Dude's clearly not having it. What is it? Why the hell are you touching me? He's breaking down, tears streaming, and all because someone chose silence. Guess sometimes shutting up speaks louder than words and scares everyone more. All right, shout out to Yakuza Sunbei for running the show. Now, the big question, what's the uniform going to look like? Yeah, just tell the guy to show up. He's catching on, realizing the meet and greet card's just a snooze button. Should we stop if you're tired? He asks. Yeah, let's do that, comes the tired reply. Your body's not made of iron, so take a break for once. Oh, and I kind of figured out why those rumors about Gangbuk's CEO are spreading like wildfire. Let's just say it's not all on you. Don't think of quests as just challenges. Think of them as opportunities. No joke, these cards. Same rank, but way higher level. This just got interesting. I got taller, and my eyesight improved thanks to the gold card. But hey, there's got to be a card even better than that, right? Hyundong's name cuts through the silence. He turns alert. Yes. They warn him, this opportunity won't come by again. All right, I'm curious about joining Gangbuk. Just give it a shot this one time. Sunbei, wait, what do you mean by that? Something's definitely off here. Watch out. The guy with the tattoos is taking the message straight to every high school in Gangbuk. No one's going to miss it. School's in session, but these two are in their own world. Laughing, joking, caught up in their sweet little bubble. Ha ha, honey. Hi, honey. All right, honey. Just a typical day at Gangbuk So High. Caught red-handed. She doesn't hold back. Fuck you. Slap lands hard, and he's left stunned. Why are you suddenly like this, honey? It's hard to use peeking today. Also, I think if I peek at everyone lately, I'm sorry, honey, but I suddenly feel offended. My EXP will slowly wait done. Guess the system's already decided for me. So, I just leveled up my peeking game. Yep, it's officially ranky now. Ranky peeking? Good. I can use it on anyone, right? How can this be? System just caught her peeking, and yep, it's Beck Charon again. Why is she always the one? Beck Charon stats pop up. She's got potential, but not much strength. She's flushed and thinking. Won't it be more dangerous in the future if I even see their weight? All right, time to find out what these cards can really do. Let's see. All these cards I have. I've even got one more strength card hidden here. This is about to get interesting. Can I really unite Gangbuk Dong and Gangbuk Nam with this? Guess I'm going to need more attack cards if I want to pull this off. I don't know about Sook, but Han Jae-ha? Yeah, he's the one who actually scares me. Until I become stronger, I have to avoid meeting Han Jae-ha. No way I'm facing him now. Wait, seriously? Did I hear that right? Huh. Something's off. Why is Han Jae-ha acting like this? What's wrong with him? He didn't even wait for an answer before dropping the hammer, making it clear, friendly terms are not on the table. What is this? What are you doing? I can't even breathe from just one strike of his kick. The moment's tense, but he just asks, aren't you doing it? Like it's nothing. What's really going on here? Looks like this green bean's about to fix things up. Time to bounce back with this bean of recovery. Do you use it only when you have to run away? The ground shatters as he's sent flying back. Meanwhile, a cold system message reminds him, your strength has recovered. Sweat dripping, heart racing, he calls out, hey, something's about to go down. So, how exactly did you manage to beat Huang Dae-sung? I'm all ears. Peeking, wait, what? Oh snap, the system actually called me out on it. You actually won just by peeking? Seriously? 2 rank S's? No way. He's on a whole other level. And I already wasted my bean of recovery. So what now? The system's going wild, creating a sub-quest straight up telling me to win against Han Jae-ha. Like, seriously? You want me to beat him? This is insane. Han Jae-ha, listen up. This isn't just another day. No more running. Face me and let's fight properly. It's time to settle this man to man. There's no one here. There's no use if you only look at me. He's thinking hard, knowing he can't give up on the platinum card. Gotta use that brain no matter what. You've already been through a ton, facing Gangbuk Seo and Gangbuk Donghai. But are you really ready for this next fight? I'm weak right now, so I don't have any choice but to push through. Hey, maybe you'll feel like losing if you fight back this time. Please, just this once, let me go. When should I meet you again? The tension breaks. He actually let it go. Don't worry about that. The escapist Kim Soo-hyun, will call you again. Really? The chill vibe is real as the guy in black coolly lights up, dropping a casual then, I'll see you later. The other dude looks kinda unsure, trailing behind with his bag. Things just got interesting. He's trying to keep cool, but that drop of sweat says otherwise. Meanwhile, the guy with the cigarette? He's playing it low-key, but you know he's sizing things up real quick. No warning, no prep. He just launches himself sky-high. The system's got his back. You are using Skyrocket. This is about to get wild. My monster opponent's got 2 rank S's. No joke. Seriously, if we go at it again, I'm not sure I come out on top. No way. His endurance is on another level. This guy's built to last. You're using additional strength now. If it's all or nothing, it's got to be in one strike. No way, he's going all out with the kick hook. Wait for it. Is it done? He caught himself off guard, eyes wide and voice shaky, sorry. Something just went sideways. I'm done playing around. Watch this. Without missing a beat, he leaps off the ground, ready to throw down. This fight's about to get real. Even on the brink of death, no way I'm letting my guard down. Watch this. He's battered, bloodied, but still managing to grin like it's some kind of twisted victory. It's strange. Your moves might be messy, but no doubt your skills are solid. Too bad this isn't enough. Game over on the sub-quest. So, you actually lost? Congrats, you just unlocked the first defeat achievement against the impossible. But you didn't see that coming. He finally made it. Though barely standing, he hears the system's cold congratulation echo in his ears. No way, a diamond card just dropped for unlocking the secret challenge. This is seriously next level. He blinks slowly, confused by the call. Sunbae. The name echoes again, growing more insistent. With concern etched across his face, he leans in, asking urgently, "Are you all right?" as he braces for an unexpected reaction. Confused and weak, he wonders where he is, only to be told he's in the classroom after being found unconscious in the alley. The other reveals he heard about the fight with Han Jae-ha that led to this moment. He finally understands. Han Jae-ha fainted after a surprise attack, and Lee Hyun-dong was the one who saved him. He reveals he's already treated the injury, having studied medicine for his master's sake, but admits he's only half thankful because he should have been taken to a hospital. He admits to himself, I really lost. The weight of his failure settles in as he reflects on the complete defeat he faced. For the first time, I felt such a difference in strength, I couldn't do anything. It's strange. He thought he only fought Han Dae-sung. Yet here he is overwhelmed by Han Jae-ha's power, Why can't he keep up? Perhaps his strength is not what I thought. In terms of our strength, it's just a difference of B and S. I could say that his attack power is all about strength. A sharp gaze cuts through the silence as the words, "You were lucky," hang in the air, stirring a flicker of curiosity with a soft Ko Hajuan finally shows up, relieved to see that the chaos has stopped. Confused and caught off guard, he wonders why Ko Hajuan has appeared, questioning if it's because he's worried about him. Hello," he stammers. Peeking closely, the thought crosses. Han Jae-ha is also on the lookout for Ko Hajuan. Just how strong is he, really? Ko Hajuan processes the stats in front of him. Strength S+, Intelligence S, and questions, "I'm looking, though." The realization sinks in. He's also S. The stats show Han Jae-ha and Ko Hajuan are nearly equal, leaving Han questioning how he managed to win. Was Ko Hajuan holding back? Why did this happen? One of them, sitting on the floor, breaks the silence with a hesitant question. The other, standing nearby, responds with quiet intrigue. With a hesitant start, the voice confesses, "You see, I don't care about anything else." Confused and curious, he asks, "But why are you helping me?" As they stand face to face, searching for a reason behind the unexpected kindness. He confronts the other, sensing there's more behind their actions, softening in a fight and becoming an ally. He asks quietly, "Is there another reason for that?" He admits it's his first time meeting someone like him, and he's just a little curious. Ko Hajuan faces them calmly, making it clear, "And don't be mistaken, I didn't say that I will work together with you. I'm going." The tension hangs as one steps forward, leaving the other thinking, "You're a more peculiar guy." Despite the suggestion to go out, Hyundong can't hide his pain, feeling deeply wounded inside. Hyundong quietly wishes his sunbae to feel better, his eyes filled with concern. The sunbae thanks him softly, and beneath their exchange, an unspoken truth lingers. He must step outside. With a calm yet firm tone, he warns, "Please get lost quickly," intent on revealing the card hidden within. He gazes intently at the glowing card in his hands, its intricate design marked by a striking diamond symbol. The significance of the diamond card is clear. It holds a power or message waiting to be unlocked. He never imagined a subquest would reward him with a diamond card. This miracle can only be explained by divine intervention. He lies battered and exhausted, questioning if he truly needs to win, admitting it was just luck this time. Reflecting on his skills, he suspects they won't challenge him with new cards again. "Since I've already got it, I'll use it gratefully." A peeking card came out from Platinum, though. Could it be a diamond card, perhaps? With a sharp command, the player demands, "Reveal card," as the system acknowledges the action, preparing to unveil the diamond card. As a sudden glow surrounds him, he steps back in shock, hearing the system's voice say, "Congratulations." A summon card appears, promising to transport the user to a safer place. Could this be the escape they've been waiting for? At Gangbuk-dong High, tensions rise as two groups of students face off silently, their eyes locked in a quiet but intense challenge. His voice breaks through the tension as he shouts, "You worked hard," with fierce determination. The juniors bow respectfully as they call out, "Sunbae," with urgency, sensing the authority of the approaching senior. Nervously, he bows and asks Sunbae, what happened to Kim Soo-hyun? Before being cut off by a firm hey. Han Jae-ha stands firm, confident in his victory, daring anyone to doubt his strength by asking, "Would I have come here if I lost?" He brushes off the challenge, declaring the opponent weaker than expected. Confident, he claims Gangbuk SEO as theirs from now on. Kang Do-hyuk receives a direct order from his senior to bring someone and settle matters at Gangbuk SEO. With a serious expression, he acknowledges the command, ready to act. One man insists that Ko Hajuan's presence matters more than Kim Soo-hyun's, warning it would be difficult to wear the armband. The other hesitates, asking if he really means that guy, before being told to bring him here. Park Gun lies on the floor, pills spilled beside him as an urgent message rings out. "If that guy is here, you can catch Ko Hajuan too. Tell him to drop his act and come." With a fierce determination, He lights a cigarette, declaring his focus on Gangbuk Nam Hai and his resolve to confront Kong Suk to the very end. And after taking all Gangbuk Iseo Hai and Gangbuk Nam Hai, the plan moves forward. With determination burning in his eyes, he declares, "I'll catch Gangbuk Book Hai next." The shadowy figure looms large, ready to challenge the unknown number one. With a desperate grip on his arm, she pleads softly, "Appa, please. I'm really begging you." She asks him if he can stay in his room since her friends are coming over, teasing if he's embarrassed of his brother, but he nervously denies it, trying to play it cool. She warns with a teasing smile, "You won't come out of your room, right? I'm afraid you might be uncomfortable," before threatening, "I will go out and confess to your friendzo." LOL. She warns him seriously not to leave his room, promising she'll do whatever he asks, while he playfully questions if he should. As the door slams open, heated words fly. Someone threatens to come out in just their underwear, while another lashes out in anger, embarrassed to be associated with their brother. The tension is undeniable. A summon card appears, offering a way to escape to a safer place. The character exhales deeply, relief washing over them. After a long day, he finally sits down and lets out a sigh of relief. "Finally, I'm home." He's struggling to use the card, but his memories reassure him the house was a safe place. "Okay then, I'll use the summon card, Cloud Copy, which lets me summon a cloud that can be copied and pasted." With determination, the character commands, summoning Cloud Copy, and the system confirms the summoning in response. His eyes widen in shock as a mysterious, glowing portal bursts open before him, filling the room with an otherworldly light. A mysterious blue mist suddenly appears, and the system announces Cloud Copy has been summoned. Shocked, the character exclaims, "What's this?" She suddenly appears at the door, her tone sharp as she asks, "Are you kidding me?" before demanding attention with a firm, "Hey." Two friends reunite as one arrives with tech baki, apologizing for the delay, while the other admits she was starving. They nervously ask if the tech baki can erase their mistakes, but the blunt answer is a firm, "fucking forgiven." Still, doubts remain. What about the honey piece? The response? What a load of crap. She presses for help with TikTok, but all she gets is a regretful apology. When she asks if anyone's home, the hesitant reply is, "And my brother is here." Surprised yet flustered, she hears her secret name and thinks, "I had told you not to say that." The truth about her icy reputation is finally out. A heated argument bursts through the closed door, cutting off an excited suggestion about doing a TikTok concept as the Ice Queen. Her voice cuts sharp through the tension as she warns, "You really want to die?" The atmosphere instantly thickens with danger. With a nervous sweat, he cautiously breaks the silence, saying, "Excuse me," as if stepping into an unbelievable situation. The word "crazy" lingers, hinting at the chaos about to unfold. A mysterious blue flame appears, asking, "Who are you?" The man, bewildered, begins to respond, while questioning if this is a dream. He stares in disbelief, questioning if this is really Cloud Copy, asking if it knows how to talk, and wondering where it came from. The shimmering blue energy floats silently, a diamond card skill unlike any before. Is it truly invisible to others, or just waiting to be discovered? He discovers a new skill called Cloud Copy and reacts with surprise. A powerful warning flashes. Activating copy mode will duplicate every object nearby. Confusion lingers. What exactly does that mean? A mysterious system warns that activating copy mode will automatically duplicate, but he decides to try it anyway, saying, "Activate copy mode." "I have to try first so that I'll know." The system commands him to find the target the human cloud can copy, catching him off guard as someone calls out, "Hey, Kim Soo-hyun." She bursts in, eyes wide with urgency, announcing, "They want your autograph." The surprise on the other side is undeniable. Kim Dayan. Her eyes widen as she firmly warns, "You can't come here." The shock lingers as the simple question escapes her lips. "What?" As she opens the door, a swirling, otherworldly energy bursts into the room, leaving him wide-eyed and speechless. As the flames of a mysterious fire curl tightly around her body, she stands frozen, a mix of fear and disbelief in her eyes. Confusion and fear flash across her face as she gasps, "What is this?" While a mysterious red energy engulfs her, triggering a system message, copying Kim Dayan. Chains of fire dissolve like smoke, and a voice chimes in, "Congratulations. Something's just changed. Kim Dayan." The system confirms it. Copying Kim Dayan was a success. "Are you all right?" He's already panicking even though she insists she's fine. But something's definitely off. Her body's acting up out of nowhere. Excalibur? Yeah, something like that. Now, spill every damn detail. He's totally caught off guard, try to play it cool, but internally freaking out. Did she just figure out the whole cloud copy thing? Now he's stuck wondering what move to make next. It's real. Like something's physically tied to me. No way, cloud copy. Wait, Kim Soo-hyun, huh? Can she actually see it? She's seriously wondering if there's a ghost in the house. Wait, can she actually see it? She's dead set on proving it's real, but the others aren't buying it. There are no ghosts in your house, they say, trying to keep it chill. But what if she's not just imagining things? Really? Yeah, I'm sure of it, lol. There's no ghost these days. Just empty magic and frustration building up inside. What kind of card is this? How can you copy a human? This dude's mind just hit a full-on glitch. Wait, I can actually paste Kim Dayan? What even is that supposed to mean? All right, first up, paste Kim Dayan. Let's see if this works. Wait, what? You pasted Kim Dayan? That can't be right, or can it? Wait, what even is that thing? It's like some kind of glowing blue mystery. What is this? Wait, what the? Where's this blue smoke even coming from? Wait, is that really Kim Dayan? What's going on with her? Yo, that's actually amazing. Should we film a TikTok with the ghost? Wait, would the ghost even show up on camera? What the hell? When you realize she's standing right behind you, and you weren't even aware she came in. He hears something behind the door and freezes, heart pounding. Then he sees her, calm, intense, and totally unexpected. What on earth is going on here? Wait, seriously? I can just touch it? No way. But here I am. Wait, did it actually copy a person? And if so, can anyone else see it? What if I get caught? Apparently, there's an alien in this house, so civilians need to back off. But what about me? Things just got real when she landed that slap, and the system's throwing out a desperate plea. Like, just one more chance, master. Bruh, he just noticed the other side got hit too. Like, what even happened here? She's fading away, disappearing like a ghost in the wind. And just like that, it's all coming to an end. Or is it? A summon card that can be copied and pasted? How on earth do I even use this? He's staring down the test like it's some impossible boss fight. And honestly, the only thing on his mind is straight-up panic. He's stuck, staring at the blank page like it's a total trap. What should I do? The only move he's got, copy and paste. So what if he can copy someone? Then why is a diamond card? If my sister becomes 2, I'll just have to get mad twice. Thought I hit the jackpot with a diamond card, but nah, this is straight-up garbage. When you hear your name like that, you know something's about to go down. Sunbae. And just like that, everything changes. You really caught me off guard. And hey, maybe try drawing your eyebrows next time. Seems like we've got a problem here. Sunbae. Problem? Gangbuk High just made their move. What? This can't be happening. Han Jae-ha sent his guys to shut down Gangbuk CO High. Things just got serious. The leader? Number 5 from Gangbuk High, Park Jian, known for his ruthless reputation. And the vice leader? Number 13, Kang Do-hyuk, even stronger than Hwang Dae-song, the guy you took down before. The underlings of those two guys are top tier. Gangbuk CO High doesn't have anyone that talented. If we go up against Gangbuk High like this, we're basically toast. No chance of winning this. So what do I even do now? Wait, Gangbuk High is rolling in? And they're even stronger than Hwang Dae-sung? But didn't I beat Hwang Dae-sung just by pure luck? Can I actually win against them? But maybe winning won't solve anything. If Han Jae-ha shows up again, that's game over for me. So far, I only have these basic attack cards. Now the real question is, how do I get more? So, if I spot Sankyol at the park, will I actually get the card? No clue when he's going to show up, though. Even if I find him, there's no guarantee I'll get another quest. He's stuck, wondering if there's a faster way to get stronger. Feeling lost, shoulders heavy with doubt. You don't even smoke, Ko Hajuan? What's up with that? Here goes nothing. I'm actually going to ask Ko Hajuan for a favor. Hajuan, I need your help to train. Can you do this for me? Nope. I didn't even tell him yet. But here we go. If you don't want to, then I have no choice. Something about this feels like it could actually work. Sunbae, long time no see. Kong Do-hyuk, the notorious number 13 from Gangbuk Dong-hai, just showed up like a blast from the past. Yeah, someone did it. But now the question is who? You're here, Do-hyuk? Park Jian doesn't look phased at all, even with a dude pinned under him. Something's about to pop off. Have you been researching? What do you mean by research? I'm just wasting time. Tried some things here and there, but making money? Yeah, probably not going to happen. Gotta check in on those guys at Gangbuk Nam High and figure out what Kong Suk's really about. Sounds like the smart one. Word on the street is you're headed to catch Gangbuk SEO High. Yeah, that's right. Han Jaeha's quiet vibes got them sighing, but they're ready to handle it later. Guess someone's been making them jump through hoops more than once. Then, when are we leaving? You're seriously asking when? Hey, don't you know about Han Jaeha and me? He's done talking. A quiet warning hanging in the air. Time to move. Why are you staring at me like that? The tension's thick enough to cut with a knife. Without even thinking, the system locks in. You're using jab. His punch slices the air faster than anyone expected. What just hit him? The jab skill level just went up, and he can feel it. It's increasing. Ko Hajuan stoked. Turns out taking a hit just upped his game. Skill level increase, baby. No way. Cloud copy. This guy's stats are next level. Seriously stacked everywhere but intelligence. Even when Ko Hajuan said he didn't want to help, I wasn't ready to give up. Cloud, you don't have to take the hits. Just block the next one for me. I don't need him to exactly help. Having him on my side is enough. All right, if I'm stuck here, I'll just copy Ko Hajuan's moves. Let's see how far that gets me. The current Ko Hajuan, ready to throw down, fists up, and no backing down. Finally, a way to level up without limits. This training puppet's about to be my secret weapon. The skill level is skyrocketing with every punch I throw. This rapid power-up? Yeah, it means I can become stronger in no time. Skill level for jab, just shot up big time. This hit, total diamond card energy. Leveling up mid-fight? That hook kick just went next level. I can hear it. Skill level for jab increases drastically, like big time. This is next level power-up energy hitting all at once. No way his jab's going to be the same again. System just gave a nod. He's feeling it. Loud and clear. This is it. Straight just dropped to rank D. But hey, I can hear the sound of leveling up already. Let's go. Welcome to Gangbuk Girl High School, where every hallway holds a story you don't want to miss. Just 3 friends sharing laughs like it's no big deal. Nothing but good vibes and contagious smiles as they walk together. The kind of moment that makes everything feel light. Soha's just chilling with her book plans, saying she's going to finish it at home. But her friend's low-key surprised, like, a book again? So, you really like reading books, huh? Haha. Yeah, don't make me embarrassed. This is Yang Soha from Gangbuk Girl High School. They say the students of Gangbuk Girl High are seriously dope. You can tell these guys don't mess around. Kong Do-hyuk's got a plan. Got to stop by and purify his eyes. Guess he's thinking about bringing those girls along for the ride. So Jian's been sent out, huh? Just tell him to do it. Guess we wait for that signal before making our move. He's got a plan to catch Ko Hajuan and Park Jian, and asks if the other guy's cool with going after Kim Soo-yeon. The answer? Hell yeah. This guy's the one who broke Hwang Daesung apart. Think Daesung might win a rematch? Nah, he'd just end up in the emergency room. No cap. Kong Do-hyuk's logic? Straight fire. So, you're just going to catch Kim Soo-yeon right away? But you guys, wait, what do you want to do? All right, team, let's make the most of the day and have some fun before we dive back in a grind. Someone's trying to get his attention, and he's caught off guard. Excuse me, Sunbae. Huh, what's about to go down? Someone just hit him with a compliment out of nowhere. He's low-key surprised, like, really? Your energy's different today. Did you maybe train or something? Nah, training? What's that? Today's just one of those days where you want to crush an electric pole for no reason. And yeah, no fear at all. Sunbae, we're in trouble. Why is he always in trouble? Guess our students from Gangbuk CO High really know how to spread the word fast. Yo, there's a tip that Gangbuk Dong High just showed up. For real. He just found out someone's threatening the students. Panic mode activated. Should we go help or call the cops? Everyone's turning to him for the move. Why risk getting caught by the bully? Just stay out of it. No reason to help. Yeah, that's some solid advice, Sunbae. So those guys, do they even know what school they're messing with? The best school in the province. Only the beauties go there. Yeah, they're bothering the students of Gangbuk Girl High. They're not just walking into a fight. They're dragging their enemies straight to hell. No backing down now. Wait, did I just hear someone call out to me like that? Huh, where are you rushing like that, you? Meet Huang Daesung, Gangbuk Dong High's number 43. Wait, why is Huang Daesung even here? Kim Soo-hyun's Sunbees showing up out of nowhere. What's this about? He's been made a laughingstock, but today's the day he claims back his honor. Watch out, things are about to get real. They all thought the guy was here to throw down. But with just one word, no, they shut it down before it even started. Yo, you guys hit up Gangbuk Girls High first. I heard they're pretty. But Sunbae, please be careful, Sunbae. Are you crazy, Sunbae? You might not win against me alone, though. Ko Hajuan won't come. No point waiting like last time. But Huang Daesung, what is this? Now, I alone am enough to handle you. What kind of confidence is this? Oh, why are you so busy? Just take a break for a sec. Let's have fun together, she says, but the vibe's all kinds of off. The laughter doesn't reach their eyes. Just 3 hours, huh? Let's hang out for that long. I'll even pay you. How much do you want? You still don't know there are these kind of guys, right? We also didn't know. Their creepy smiles say it all. Why are you like this? Move away. Whoa, Dohyuk LOL. Hey, are you okay? You look shook. He leans in, eyes wide, saying you can also be an idol. Like it's the wildest idea in the world. Your face is amazing. Come work at my Sunbee's store. What are you doing right now? Kong Dohyuk. He storms in, eyes blazing, and yells, "Won't you quit it, motherfucker?" The tension's about to explode. Who's that? Gangbuk CO Hai Li Hyundong. How'd he know we were here? Haha, it's ridiculous. The tension hits peak as he calls out, "Hey Hyundong motherfucker." Confused and sweating, he wonders, are we older than you? While questioning, why are there so many of them? They're not messing around. Did you come here alone? Do you wish to die? Now it's decision time. Fight or wait for help. Look at this asshole taking a position. You don't even respect the elderly. Just hold it together for now. Why are they suddenly acting like that? Hey, I think that's him, right? Are they afraid of me? Dude's freaking out. It's Gangbuk SEO High's number 2. The guy who battled Kim Soo-hyun for 4 days straight and earned the title King of Leeches, the super rookie out west. Yo, it's Yakuza Diablo. Number 2 at Gangbuk Dong High, ready to shake things up. No way. He actually said he's Diablo. This is insane. He must be a beast at fighting. Is he really here to save us? Almost messed up, but with Yakuza Sunbae here, I can chill now. Just make sure you handle things, all right? With sweat dripping down his face, Yang Gukya locks eyes, ready for what's next. Yakuza Senpai. The name echoes heavy in the silence. This is Gangbuk CO High's moment. They're on edge, sweat dripping, something seriously off. The tension's thick, like they're all waiting for something to blow up. He's blushing, but still throws a thumbs up like a boss. And just like that, he's walking back in, cool and collected. He just put his hands in his pockets. What? Are we really worth only that much? Keep your guard up. Rumor has it this guy's totally unhinged. The pressure's building, sweat drips down his face, but he stays silent. Say something at least. You jerk. The frustration's real, and so is the silence. They charge forward without a second thought, because no matter how strong one person is, they believe their strength in numbers will win. The tension hangs heavy as he wipes the sweat off his brow, eyes tight with regret. Sorry. The others freeze, caught off guard and waiting to see what happens next. I rolled in way too late, and these guys already look ready to throw down. This is definitely not how I wanted today to go. He was tougher than I thought. But I'm far from done. He's flat on his back, barely comprehending what just happened. Bruised, battered, and shocked. I lost. He's walking in like he owns the place. Did he really get stronger that fast? Something's definitely changed. The moment of truth hits as they finally show up. Gangbuck SEO High's own Kim Soo-hyun. You really spoiled the fun, Kim Soo-hyun. But fine, I'll let it slide this time. I get what's going on now. You've put in the work, Yakuza. So you took down Hwang Dae-sung? Now, the real question, what's the next move? He's not just talking big. Kang Do-hyuk knows he's stronger than Hwang Dae-sung. Stuff you gotta watch out for. Solid B+ strength, killer speed, and endurance, but don't expect him to outsmart anyone. What are you doing? Are you here to greet me? He asks, eyes sharp with curiosity. They're rushing in with one goal, attack. But the guy standing still? Yeah, he's not scared at all. No more talking. It's time to settle this for real. He's moving so fast. The system warns, you are losing. Then suddenly, critical damage hits. This fight just got real. No way. A sub-quest just popped up out of nowhere. This is getting wild. All right, time to take down Kang Do-hyuk, the tough number 13 from Gangbuk Donghai. Win this fight, and that silver card's mine. Wait, did you just say you're Kang Do-hyuk? Honestly, I don't care about the underlings. Just tell Han Jae-ha to come for me again. The quest has started. You bastard, are you out of your mind? He's throwing a punch, ready to settle this now, no holding back. All right, here goes the jab. Take that. Right in the face. And yeah, I totally smelled your saliva too. Leung jab doesn't hold back. One solid punch lands right on target. The room's tension shatters with a gasp as the fight explodes into action. He's banking on the element of surprise. If I attack from behind. But the counter comes just in time. No easy hits here. No backing down now. This fight's about to get real. Hands up, eyes locked, and the tension's practically electric. Whoa, did you see that? Something's definitely not right here. Everyone's totally caught off guard. Whoa, you're good at fighting. Like, really good. No one's getting up anytime soon. Just like the runner Kim Soo-hyun, Kang Do-hyuk's got speed and endurance locked down. But his smarts? Not so much. He's trying to piece it all together. The real question is, how strong are you really? He's coming at him with everything he's got, claiming he's exactly the same level as Hwang Dae-sung. This fight just got real. Wait, Kim Soo-hyun's weaker than you thought? Yeah, that's right. If I fight him again, I will win. I'm confident. The skills I saw from him were nothing. He just relies on ambush attacks. It's impossible for you to lose, Sun Bae. The cool guy just smirks, unfazed. I'm flattered, you bastard. So I got this Kim Soo-hyun's weak, right? Let's see if that's true. He's not holding back. Hook kick land hard. Guess that weakness claim was way off. You really gonna call this weak? Get ready to eat those words. Yo, he just straight up launched himself into the air. No wings, just pure skill. The system's calling it skyrocket, and damn, it's working. He's literally flying. The system calls out, you're using additional weight. But all he can think is how annoying that damn expression is. When a system shouts critical damage, you know it's about to get real messy. Everything collides, and no one's coming out unscathed. Breath's shaky, mind stuck, what do I even do now? But honestly, none of this feels right. Using my fist in front of girls? Guess I just did that. Quest complete. Are you hurt anywhere? Just when things start to get real, you snag the silver card. What's next? He turns back with a sly smile, calling out, little ladies. Caught off guard, someone stammers, Afu, yes, but thank you. Thank you once again. We will go first. With a gentle nudge, she urges Soha. Let's go. Soha hesitates, confused. You've heard the rumors about Kim Soo-hyun, right? The guy who supposedly eats the corpses of anyone who loses to him. Now, make sure everyone knows we're listening. Got it, Sun Bae. Someone's calling him out, and he's caught off guard. You there? Yeah, that definitely got his attention. She's totally caught off guard, but still blurts out. Can you give me your number? Hands shaking, phone out like it's a peace offering. Wait, aren't you Diane's friend? Soha, are you crazy? That guy's Kim Soo-hyun. They say he kidnaps girls and ties them up. That he's a really cruel guy. Everyone's heard the rumors. I know. She's caught in that soft moment, cheeks flushed, and all she can say is, I'm just thankful to him. Geez, I don't know what you're trying to do right now. Damn, Sunbae, stop it. If you have anything to say, think of it as if it's already done. He's got something up his sleeve, dropping his number like a challenge. This just got interesting. Laugh as much as you want, as long as you still can. The fight's far from over. What? You're dead already, but you don't even know it yet. Well, Diablo Yakuza. What are you talking about? You've definitely heard of him. Gangbuk Dong High number 5, Park Jian. And guess what? He's showing up soon. He's the one who's going to take down Ko Hajuan. No cap. No holding back now. Just pull yourself up and go. This is where it starts. I'm working out. But what exactly does that mean? Is the goal really to catch Kim Soo-hyun? Han Jae-ha sent me. Said to catch you. After you, Kim Soo-hyun's up next. Ko Hajuan, you lost against Kim Soo-hyun. So, are you seriously saying you don't care about him anymore? Right. You think you're going to stop me? Watch this. Park Jian's out cold, but he's still trying to question if Han Jae-ha really said that. This guy's stats are no joke. He's got strength and speed locked in at A, endurance max with an S, but that smart score? Not so much. So he was told to catch me. Let's see how that goes. It's good then. I needed an excuse to hang around Kim Soo-hyun anyway. Tell Han Jae-ha that I'm joining Kim Soo-hyun's crew. The city was quiet as the sun dipped behind tall apartments, casting long shadows across the streets. Inside, a shelf lined with books hinted at deep curiosities and untold stories waiting to unfold. Soha, why aren't you sleeping when you're supposed to? Sorry, Mother, I didn't know it was past bedtime already. Sigh anyways, my Soha is really a book lover. Hee hee, finish your reading and go to sleep. What's wrong? You're making me feel embarrassed. Young Soha, 17, the ultimate bookworm of Gangbuk Girl High, totally lost in some deep philosophy vibes. Yang Soha, 17, is deep in her latest obsession, prison life that starts from naught. Don't ask what it's about. She's not telling. The bag drops with a thud, but he's already lying back, eyes wide open, whispering it like a victory anthem. I won. I took down Huang Daesung twice in one day. So, does that mean I can actually beat Han Jae-ha? But, what now? Han Jae-ha's crew rolls deep. Can I really handle them solo? I just took down number 13, but is that going to be enough? Should I match the numbers against them? It's impossible for me to win alone. Before that. Alright, I have to figure this out first. 3 people. Yakuza, Ko Hajuan, and Lee Hyundong. Who's the last crewmate? I scoped everyone, but trust is key here. Wait, can I really do that? Summoning Cloud. Just like that, the system confirms. Cloud has been summoned. Alright, Cloud. Time to take shape. Transform into a human. Just like that, the system confirms. The Cloud copy has been summoned. Dear Cloud, everything is fine. He says it like a promise, but his eyes say otherwise. Just promise me you won't turn into this brat. She stayed calm, but the vibe said otherwise. He's got some serious control issues, telling her to move fast and hoping she switches loyalties. Will a younger sister listen to her brother? He asks, like it's a done deal. All right, I'm going for it now. No more holding back. He's all in, holding out his hand like it's the start of something epic. Be my crewmate, he says like it's the easiest yes in the world. Cloud copy, just join the squad. That's the last crewmate. Mission complete. 1 gold card. Here we come. They finally reach the end of their journey, hands locked tight. The system's voice cut through the quiet. Main quest complete. No way. I actually got a gold card? Okay, time to see what this baby can do. Gold card reveals? Nah, just a regular card. I'm the crew. Wait, what? You can foster the crewmates? Hold up, what even is this? Congrats, you got stats. But compared to Ko Hajuan? Yeah, you're basically playing in a whole different league. Yang Gukya's got insane potential, but moves like molasses. Lee Hyundong, solid all around, got brains and endurance. Then there's Ko Hajuan, totally unknown, and that's about to shake things up. You can foster your crewmates now.